Jack. Thank you. Perfect. Don't come and advertise if you're single and searching. I kindly DM me for matchmaking. Don't comment this kind of comment here. If not, I will just block you. Next speaker, this is our position on this platform. No matter how on a gang fight us, Eguani Gateman, Eguani Banudi, Eguani Gonti Deru Asita, it is a way Yawa low control, as a way low, as you can go see Koto week. So, Ali, as you come too far, we can never go back. It's already too late, not turning back. Thank you for Skimmmmm. Please. Gure is here. Oh, Gure.
Quando gli ho detto, ma se poi la
magbo, àwọn Yorùbá nìyẹn. Ẹ wá wò nísìn, mo mi dúpẹ́ magbo. Ẹ wá wò nísìn. Tí o bá jẹ́ olórí burúkú ọkùnrin.
I will gift him. I know. What's the one of the gift him? So no one take away. What's the?
And I will walk her through the process of consultation and everything.
That's what aristocrat said he did for her.
I want you to even my young so far no mo fi apura won ma advice am pe the evidence ko kon pe jade there's something wrong. Look at that. I support Nkoti Dotman son yen when I support that multi.
Look at it. For me, in my own opinion, it's evidence against aristocrats. But and that's what I'm just trying to say, that aristocrats take what is, I mean, got to provide aristocrats here, no money, no and I'm not me. I could say it when it was there. Like I said, you can't help that lady via call. You can't help that lady giving her platform to be destroying herself. Definitely, you've given her that room. Do the whole thing. So the only thing we can do for Bella is that we should help her in prayer, and somebody that is living where she's living that is good can also support her. Phone call cannot help Bella.
This is what we are doing right now. What we are doing right now.
Wait first. Concerning what God's skinny sons or God said, God promised or God something. Concerning what she said, Bella is surrendering herself with enemies. And she thought she's surrendering herself with friends. Because I can't imagine, I have no time. I don't have time to check time. I don't know the lady. That she's giving her platform to continually destroying herself. And there are some people that are instigating Aduke, so that Aduke can release for somebody that she has in the hand.
Sorry, ma. No, to be honest, Aduke tried for her. To the extent that
I'm not talking about platform. You didn't hear what I said.
Okay.
Well, so you didn't hear what I said. I think some people that surrounded her, they are triggering her to care, so that Aduke can give whatsoever that she has and post it on Instagram, Telegram, or something.
Madam Tracy,
I gave her that platform. Find her.
Go this, Madam Tracy.
What he posted, Isabella.
I think it's all for go this. Juicy.
What are you telling me? Why people like
Juicy, Ejo, oh dear, I saw Mumo Isabella be any move. I always be the person that will be consoling, even when everybody run for this, and that's what I've been doing with Isabella. See, could see anybody to surround Isabella. This girl asks go only control. Sherry, anytime we were light alive, only diola. But we must was online. Did I do this? Did I do that?
Ẹjọ́ mi ra Madam Juicy ẹjọ́ ẹ má bínú ṣé ọmọ white mo sọ pé kẹ má bú kàrí mọ́lẹ̀ kan yẹn ó lè má ní àkíyèsí yẹn ó dẹ̀ lè má ọkùnrin lè má lọ síbẹ̀ láti ràn lọ́wọ́ so báwa náà ṣe ń sọ yìí òun náà tó bá gbọ́ ó lè wò pé I think this what people are saying. I think they have a point. No, ẹ má bú. Ẹ jẹ́ ká bú àkíyèsí yẹn.
Kàrímọ́ fẹ́ fi Isabella ó
àwọn ló jẹ́ kí Isabella àwọn ló jẹ́ kí Isabella cast àwọn ènìyàn ó dẹ̀ fọ́ mọ̀ pé èèyàn tó bá ń gbé stone house èèyàn tó bá ń gbé glass house ó nígbà tí máa jẹ stone
Fizu ẹjọ́.
Àwọn ló lò láti gbé nǹkan àwọn important.
Polygamous house ló ti wá ní.
Ṣé Isabella,
ṣé polygamous house ló ti wá ní?
Mami.
Ghana àwọn ìyàwó bàbá ẹ̀ ló ń ṣe àbí.
Me, I know wetin. I know èmi mọ̀ nǹkan tó ṣe.
Ọ̀rẹ́ ní gàdúrà.
Ní nǹkan tó sọ fún mi, èmi mọ̀ nǹkan tó ṣe Isabella tó expose ẹ̀ sí wo. Gbogbo tẹ̀kọ́ sọ̀rọ̀ látàárọ̀ tí dọ́tun aṣẹ́ wa sọ̀rọ̀ rẹ̀ mímú nǹkan ṣẹ́rí ẹmọ tẹ́ ń wò yìí wà láìtàláì bó ṣe wà yẹn ó kàn lè di ó lè contest èèyàn kó wò pé ọmọ why are people like this they talk this a lè máa sọ orí kó dẹ̀ máa sọ kó yóò ní pizu so person don talk this thing I will go out I have evidence of this thing màá tó máa sọ pé no that's not how they do something ọmọ this girl you people are seeing ẹ̀kọ́ pé ó ṣe pé ó ní gògùn.
ìgbọ̀n pizu 3 days ago tẹ̀ ṣe platform tó wá sọ fún mi pé she's sorry she's this. I'm like, yesterday you still drag me. You understand? Nípa àwọn wèrè tó ń sọ yẹn náà ni pé
just call a spade a spade.
Ṣé gbọ́n ìgbà tó tẹ̀ wá tó ní ṣe sorry to understand pé.
Mr. Mosun, ó yẹ wo bó ṣe ṣe yẹn ẹ wò ẹni tó ẹ kó ti ẹ wò yẹn náà ẹ̀yin ẹ̀kẹ́kọ̀ọ́ jókòó kẹ́kọ̀ọ́ wò wípé ṣé kinní ìṣòwò òkè.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni.
Òun náà ni òun tó lè ń dọ́tí máa sọ pé ká try kí ló ń kọ́ta
fi ọ̀nà má bẹ̀rẹ̀ kẹ́ni
káàkiri bá rí solution.
Mi ò mọ reason tó fi bẹ̀rẹ̀.
Sí ẹ bá jẹ́ kí n tọ̀ yín kò sí solution lórí platform online yìí.
Ọ̀rọ̀ ẹni tó ń sọ kò lọ sí platform yìí.
Solution online, I know. That was why I'm saying that whoever that wants to help this lady will be on ground. It's not online. We'll be on ground with
literally. Okay, ṣé mo pé bá ṣe jọ ń sọ̀rọ̀ yìí. A lot of people they are hearing us. We are 97 here. People are hearing. They are listening to us, and for what they listen to, they can easily they were close more any you, they were close area at 10 years. Wow, even 10 years about tell you just physical. Only 911. See, there's something wrong with her. This to back it up.
Okay. Go this. Now let me tell you. Now even Karibo platform.
Otuba, one of our family chairman. We are a family then.
This question is may they take Karimo and making ask Isabella see waiting make her pack from where she did stay before, where she can later go do another place they stay now. Oni ye Karimo mo nkan to ṣẹlẹ̀, but olórí burúkú ni. Ó fẹ́ fi Isabella, ó fẹ́ fi G platform e tiri
Karimo olórí burúkú ni.
Our solution so.
Karimo yìí.
Ẹ bá Pizu sọ̀rọ̀.
You see, yes.
Please.
I just want to say this. What is is happening to Bella, to me, yeah, I just want to see it as someone that has gone through a traumatic childhood. Do you understand? And what this does to most people is, especially if they don't have people around them whilst they are growing up, maybe when that trauma had happened, then there was nobody around them that could actually show them genuine love or that could guide them through life. So in a way, they kind of like stayed on their own, and they grew up so fast and became so independent that it's just like a flash. She went through it. How do I put it now? Like, they cannot even understand. They themselves don't even understand what's going on with them. It's something that has messed up their thinking, that has messed up their head. Do you understand? So they don't see themselves as worthy of anything. All they see themselves is, the only thing that they see that they can offer to people is themselves. Do you understand? So anybody that comes along them, because of that, the way they see themselves, they're not worthy. They don't see themselves as if they can offer anything else than themselves. So anybody that comes along, as soon as they start becoming comfortable with the person, they present themselves, their body. Do you understand? Because that's how their brain is beginning to work. They don't see themselves as if they have something that they can offer. They don't see anything else that they can bring to the table other than their body and their resources. So if it's because I'm not close to her, if you want to confirm this, she could be a big time giver. Once you're close to her, she want to give you money. She wants to do this. She wants to do that because that's what she thinks she can offer in order to get that love, that relationship, that friendship. I've heard people say she sends that to God, to female as well. So it's just this thing that is in her brain, that is working in her brain right now, that once I'm with somebody, once I present myself to them, I present my resources to them, then they can be with me, they can stay with me. So it's hard to take that thing off her head. It's something that is very, very difficult. The only thing that can help is a man, let's say a man or a woman, or let me not even say a woman, let's say a man that understands this, that I've seen all of this happening. Now, like let's say now on TikTok, this man could be somewhere looking at all of this happening and he's seeing this, and he's gonna go to her without any intention to do anything with her. Let him go there, genuinely with a clean heart, and go there and show her genuine love. And even if she's presenting anything, that man has to turn it down. In order to reset that, she needs a man, a person in her life who will not take advantage of her. And that is why I'm blaming these men that call themselves fathers, that call themselves men in the society that probably has children of her age who went there and actually saw her presenting this and still stood there to collect it from her. Like, it makes no sense. They would have gone there and tried to make her understand that no, there's a better way. You are more than this. There's a lot in you that you can offer other than your body and whatever you have. They didn't do this. They took advantage of her. And that's what I can see that this is what is getting her so upset, and it's like breaking her the more. It's breaking her the more. So the only thing here is anybody we coming here to drag her is doing more damage. There's no point. No, not dragging her. If you cannot say anything.
No,
we are not dragging her. Please get that.
We are not dragging her. That man said, how can we help her?
We are just looking for a solution for her.
We are not dragging her.
I have a question for you.
Now,
so did you not think men would be the best person to help Bella? Did you think a man will actually work for her in helping her out?
When I say a man, it could be a woman, it could be someone that comes there, they genuinely be her friend and look beyond all of this, because she might be someone that
let me just try to explain that for her so that you understand. It's like needing someone to lean on. You know, everyone in this life, we all need someone to lean on. And I will tell you this for what it is, and from what I know, and from what I have seen from life experience at my age and as a man. You see, let me tell you, some people are actually so lonely in this life. And you know, as we there's a say, they say experience shapes a man, not only a man, even a woman. You see, people are going through a lot in this life. If we do not know, people are going through a lot. Forget that Firefox, now we are talking generally in terms of we human beings, like who we are and what we go through. We all have our ups and downs in this life. But I will tell you something. Some people are going through some. I even appreciate those ones that can even say it out. You know, some people don't even they don't say theirs out. They keep it in there. And the more they keep it in there, they are not saying it out, because why are they not even saying it out? Some don't even trust anybody anymore. So they just believe that, okay, let me just do it the way I see it. And this is it's getting harder and harder on them. So the society will look at them like, okay, what's wrong with this person? Why is this person like this? Why is this person like that? Meanwhile, that person that is blaming somebody else actually have their own ups and downs as well. It only depends on how we tackle how we solve our problems. So it's a different this for different disasters. I've forgotten that time, as we used to say. You understand? Different strokes for different folks. I think that is it. You understand? So in this life,
you see, when people are saying she should go to Karimo, if you heard Karimo speak, if you heard
I'm still going back.
Karimo talk about her childhood, whatever she has gone through, it's kind of like similar. They behave similar. So you telling a blind person to lead a blind person. I'm not saying they are both blind. I'm just saying
you are really right, because the attitude of both of them.
Yeah, they have
similar because when you call Karimo to, she will have evidence. When you give her something, she will keep it. Force fire, you have a message. They say you should go and help her and come back to come and tell her whether you will survive it. So
no, not in my own. I know. You already know. Let me not say anything.
Juicy, the funniest thing, a lot of platforms. She has actually been to a lot of platforms. That's why I said the people she moved with to determine what is actually going on. She has actually went to platform with her, so that get over it. One person of it. She went to another lady's platform. It's not like it's one platform she has went to with that load. Well, the last platform she went to, they're both the same. Realistic. You are not lying. They're both the same. And that was why I used that one, like, I keep telling people, like, you have to go the friends you move with. You have to choose your friend wisely, because and see, did you think it's gonna work out? So it got to really share the knowledge. And I had like some people were saying like, Karimo Fulowo, Bella.
We're talking about strangers.
No. God, Karimo fi ṣe pé ta fi pé méjì. Karimo fi ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀. See, all these things that we are seeing that is not good, it's not normal. In the sight of Karimo, it is normal, because that's what AY Stick just said. Their attitude, their behavior are the same. So it's not seeing it as if anything. It's just looking at it that I'm helping her. And meanwhile, she's not seeing the what she's doing. She's wrong. See, these people, they are sick. You guys already said it all. They are sick. They need help. So help me. Somebody has suggested that now that we should go to Mommy Joker. I want Biamo. We should go and help us to call this.
Tọ́ba tiẹ̀ ẹ̀yìn kan tó wà mẹ́rin pé àwọn tó bá wà ní surroundings tọmọ yẹn bá wà tí wọn bá tiẹ̀ lè lọ bá wọn á lè mọ bó máa ṣe pé àwọn 911 wọn á ṣàlàyé fún wọn àwọn yẹn máa bó máa ṣe approach ẹ̀ wọ́n á béèrè àwọn question lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀ wọ́n máa monitor ojú máa wà lára ẹ̀. Kò ní mọ̀ tí wọ́n máa fi get fact wọn sọ́wọ́ tó bá fi get fact wọn sọ́wọ́ ẹ̀ wọ́n máa fi
máa rẹ́rìn ní pé ṣé ẹ máa wà.
Tó fi wá lẹ́rìn ní o ṣe big deal.
As long as she's not correct, as long as
Please tap.
See, as long as she's not a danger to the lives of people, like
I just want to become a mentor. And it's a people help us follow or mentor. See, we're here for TikTok. Let me tell you something.
Bossman, please. Bossman, last time you talked to me, I tell you something, right?
Yeah.
But this girl,
let me tell them something, please. Just let me tell them something. See, any phone that goes through her phone, she's recording you. She will come and play it online.
Bossman, I told you that day now. Me, I know say this guy here. And that guy, I told you I used to follow him.
You come and play them online.
Oh, dear.
First, I beg you, go. If anyone don't pursue him.
Bossman, what solution will you not to be why you stop?
No, I am telling you.
Bossman. Any day we can pursue him. The conversation you and Karimo in the post.
I'm not saying you are joking.
Listen.
The person is not going for bad intention. The person is going to help us. So let her come and play whatever she wants to play.
Listen. Put the camera down like that. Something happened among them. We were the first person. I will give you whatever. My voice note, my voice there. So they don't tell meeting. Me, my whisper. If you go to Karimo, they were playing our voices now. We were mediating, no. This girl, she was recording everything. Piano, don't play for all the places. Don't play me platform. Don't play our voice in there. On the platform. Then they play on for Karimo platform too. Listen to Mr. Otuba mediated. Record them. You can't talk nonsense.
Bossman, that's the behavior of a person that doesn't trust nobody. That's the behavior of a that.
Exactly.
You don't trust anybody. You don't know anything. That time was what? The mediating know the favor ram. You know the favor ram. That's the truth.
Bossman, please. We all understand this thing and we've analyzed that and we've come to conclusion that she needs medical help.
See, I know what I am talking.
We are not discussing that.
Go ahead. You come and hear your voice for here.
Bossman, wait. Àwọn abiyamọ la fẹ́ràn sí. Àwọn abiyamọ ọmọ mi jókè àwọn.
They are there for their people that don't report their voices and come and play it online.
This is my only advice.
But if those one are not doing bad things,
this is my only advice is this. If anybody has the contact of her family, if anybody knows her family, should reach out to them. Anybody that you call to this,
they know.
She will bring them out.
He used to say our uncle is Frank Oba, the Olokpa of Nigeria.
If you know her family, reach out to her family and say, come and carry your child. She's doing something on social media. Let the family run around her and render help to her. It's not our responsibility to do that.
Fire force. I believe in you, my brother.
If you guys continue like this,
No.
Don't start. We are coming from somewhere else. I was expecting you to actually tell us
two for you, please. Because we are from the same brotherhood, I'm sending you forth. Go on that mission. Let's see if you're going to come back.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Let me just mute. I don't know what to say to you, Bossman. See, but one thing is this, Bossman. She is a sister, and let's look at her as a sister. She can be anybody's sister, as long as she's she's one of us. Yes, it's Nigerian, and it's our people. And like I said, this is my food.
I'm just laughing.
My Bossman,
everybody. Isabella ti di tiwa savage nìyẹn jàre.
See, these are our people.
People dájú kó.
We throw shade at her. But it's just the truth. Fire force. You go. Of course now. We did here. We did here now. Remember that tonight you go go play your own. We did here. If you go to Mercy Found Me, they are playing our voices there. Mediating group. None of the girls come to mediate. Why you call them record our mama? They play out for Papariano, they play out for the outreach platform that back then. The first to come out there. Don't worry, you go. Go now.
Yeah, but at least you didn't say something bad there. Yes, man.
Don't worry. I'm actually going to preach I will actually preach the gospel to you, and you're going to
fire for
everybody my brother. Me, I understand what Bossman is saying.
No, please let me quickly ask Fire Force question. Fire Force, if you go and talk to her, will you be tempted by her Bobu or something? Will you be tempted by that?
I am not going to talk to her. That's one thing that I want to speak to you. It's never going to help.
Fire Force, I can't wait to see you on Telegram. I swear. Call me.
I'm not the kind of person like that. Because I can actually tell you a bit about me. I'm not someone. I've been using internet for many years ago. I'm not those newbies that just came. People that are doing all these things.
They are new.
Remember Samson in the Bible? Remember Samson?
No. This is what I said. No. This is why I said that. No. I trust Fire Force to be control.
Okay. Bí bá yà yẹn pa àwọn fámìlì ẹ̀ pé ọmọ wọn ti ń lọ báyìí lọ́nláìn.
Ẹ wo bí ẹ̀ka ṣeré báyìí fi ṣeré yìí.
Ọtúbà yẹn bá ti wá pé fámìlì ẹ̀ tẹ̀sán náà wọ́n mọ fámìlì ẹ̀ dáadáa.
Gọ́dí ti ṣe àmọ́kọ́ta máa ṣe àmọ́ tó yé pílátọ́ọ̀mù omi jókè a máa lọ bẹ̀rẹ̀ wọn lọ.
Ẹ ṣe jà rẹ̀
Àwọn abiyamọ bẹ́ẹ̀
àwọn abiyamọ bọ̀dá gbọ̀rọ̀gbọ̀rọ̀.
Bọ̀dá gbọ́dọ̀
Ṣọ́ọ̀tì jáde ká kóra wa lọ sọ.
Remember, mommy one with God. So please just leave mommy to them.
God knows your address, so you're a bad man, Bossman. You're a bad man.
Bọ́sùmá, wọ́n ní wọ́n fẹ́ lọ.
Adé serious pẹ̀lú ọ̀rọ̀ yìí látẹ̀ nǹkan. Ìgbà tí Bọ́sùmá wọlé dé sí ibi.
Pẹ̀lú ojú ẹ ṣe jàre Bọ́sùmá ní àgbàyà ní ìlú. Àti sọ̀rọ̀ wa tó ti ń dùn ẹ̀jẹ̀ bàjẹ́.
Mo sọ fún yín yẹn.
Bọ́sùmá mọ̀ ọ̀kan tó ṣẹlẹ̀. See, you people, there comes up with Isabella. You people don't know Isabella reach me. All of now with the year. See, there's something safe. We say.
No.
There are some people we say even they far from justice for mobile. We say now even know.
Let them go.
What's it go?
Also me.
Let them go now.
I don't know. You always have evidence. Lórúkọ Jésù, àmàlàbọ̀ rere mú bọ̀ lórúkọ Jésù.
Àmín Jésù.
And that's how they beg. No use laugh. Give you. I beg. If a chairman was caught in action.
See, ẹ̀yin lọ àti ẹ lọ ṣètò tí jàre fáwọn bọ́sùmá àti pízù lẹ̀ kọ́ máa ẹ̀yin obìnrin.
Mama ti ṣí sọ́dọ̀
ẹ ṣe jàre.
God bless you.
Ẹ̀yin nìkan lè sọ fún tiwa. God bless you.
Àwọn ọmọ yóò ní rárẹ̀.
Ẹjọ ẹ wá yẹ kí n ṣe dọtma
máa fi prayer mi máa fi sìn yín lọ Ọlọ́run aṣọ yín lọ Ọlọ́run aṣọ yín bọ̀ o àmì solutions ni o.
Àmì Jésù Bọ́sùmá nǹkan tẹ́ ṣe yìí kò dáa rárá Ọlọ́run ẹ ṣe Dọ́tmà tẹ́ sọ́pọ́tì wa.
Àìdẹ̀ ṣé àǹtí mo tún dẹ́ iná fàdúrà lẹ̀.
Àgbà yá dalẹ̀ o.
Àgbáyà dalẹ̀ lórúkọ Jésù.
Àgbà kì í wà lọ́jà kórí ọmọ tuntun wọ̀. Orí àwọn àgbààgbà gbọ́ ló wà.
Ẹni sùúrù o, lórí sí ìgbà tí wà ní Firefox ń sọ̀rọ̀ lẹ́ẹ̀kan. Firefox sọ pé field òun ní kílé tó tún wá ń sá sẹ́yìn.
Ẹnu ló ní bí ìtajàkàrà.
Ẹnu kọ́ ni o, bí wọ́n ní bọ̀. Ọ̀rọ̀ Kàrímọ́ àti ọ̀rọ̀ ìyá Sábọ̀dì lọ fẹ́ sọ.
Ọ̀rọ̀ ìyá Sísámọ́sù òótọ́ ni ọ̀rọ̀ Kàrímọ́ lọ́wọ́ fẹ́ sọ àtọ̀rọ̀ ẹ̀wẹ̀ Sábọ̀dù àtọ̀rọ̀ Yomi. Nǹkan tó fẹ́ sọ ni àwòdẹ sọ̀rọ̀.
Ọ̀rọ̀ dùn. Ẹ máa jẹ́ kó dírájì wa lọ́dà.
Ẹ ti rí kílẹ̀ lórí Telegram kẹ́tìwọ̀.
No, but that is the Firefox here. Fashion now.
Àti Firefox sọ yìí pé Kàrímọ́ ló wà
Ibo ló wà.
Golden Seal ṣé ẹ ti rí kíní Isabella yẹn gbogbo bó ti fídíò.
Ibo ló wà.
Lórí Instagram mi ò rí Ọlọ́run àmì ìṣẹ̀ lọ sí ọ̀nà.
Ó wà lórí Instagram náà. Ó wà lórí
Instagram. Ló látòrí Telegram ẹ tún gbé Instagram kí ló máa ń ṣàwùjọ.
Instagram tẹ.
Ẹ lọ sọ́dọ̀ títí kù.
Ṣé kò sẹ́nu wá gbé títí kù?
Wọ́n dàtà ni God's word.
Títí kù.
Ẹ mọ̀ bí ẹrù ti bà mí. Ṣẹ́rí ti fídíò yẹn. Ọmọ ṣe wọ́n gbọ́dọ̀ àpò ti tán fún ọmọ ìyọ́ náà ní ìlẹ̀ parẹ́ fún yín.
Ó dà wá.
Ṣé ló ń dà báyìí ni? Ó ń dà báyìí.
Wọ̀rọ̀.
Wọ́n á lọ fíjú wọn.
Ojú ẹ̀dẹ̀ wà ń bẹ̀.
Ṣọ́rọ̀ yín ni.
Ẹ̀wọ̀ ìjọ tó ń tọ́lọ́
lórúkọ ẹnìyẹn lórí Instagram.
Iná Instagram gòdì sí wọn pé orí
Telegram.
Àwọn orí ọ̀fíìsì Telegram náà.
Ta ló fi ṣe jẹ́
ẹni tó lọ fi ti àwọn sakuma sí ní àná ẹnìyẹn náà ló fi síbẹ̀ ìbọn téèyàn gbọ́dọ̀ fi lo brain ẹ̀ ní orí app yẹn
àbí tó bá wọ̀ wọ́ọ̀kì fẹ́lẹ̀ tí wọ́ọ̀ padà ẹ̀ tún jọ pàdé náà yẹn fọ́njá yìí yóò lè.
sakuma then today nsìnyí ó di títí ẹ̀ so. Season film ni ká máa wò lọ.
Why are these people so wicked like this? Tí wọ́n wọ́n jọ
ìgbà tó drop táwọn ọkùnrin lánàá ẹ sọ pé why are these people so wicked? Ẹ wo ẹ̀yin tó sáyẹ́sì mú wà lórí ẹ̀ gbogbo ẹ̀ lẹ́wọ̀.
Wàláì mi mọ̀ mú kàn sọ lórí normal bí mi mọ̀ bá tún gbé lọ sórí Telegram.
I never support bad things. I mean, I want to put those drop, you know, it is unfair on them. They have family.
Hold
They have
on.
Why did she release the men zone? Why did she release it?
Oh no!
But she might release it. Wọ́n pè ní second girl tó já ó ti ṣẹlẹ̀ nìyẹn dẹnu agbójú ni.
Listen, ta ló drop video àwọn ọkùnrin yẹn?
Ó wá ní kó má drop it. Yọ̀ọ́ drop it náà náà.
The same person
drop video àwọn ọkùnrin.
Boss man, go this way.
Mi mẹ́ni tó drop ẹ̀ ọ̀nà mi ìmọ̀ náà.
See, what I know is that.
Ẹ mọ̀ kan tó ṣẹlẹ̀. Ọjọ́ tí the music tó cast good at yẹ. She was the one.
Ẹgbẹ́ Prince wá sókè, Pizzu. Moderator ló wà bẹ́ẹ̀.
Bella fúnra ẹ̀ ló lọ sí platform àwọn Karimo tó lọ ń sọ gbogbo nǹkan àwọn Sakuma gbogbo ẹ̀ níbi dẹ̀. Ó dẹ̀ ní wọn máa drop evidence. Ó dẹ̀ drop ẹ̀ fún ikú gangan àbí kí ló ń kọ bọ̀bọ̀ focus yẹ. Ó drop ẹ̀. Then the next day àwọn ẹ̀dẹ̀ bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní ṣe damage control káàkiri so that wọn nílè máa dárúkọ good art mọ́. Ẹ ló lọ fi rẹ̀ ta tẹ́tẹ́ lọ́dọ̀ wọn. So nǹkan tó jọ ẹ bá ti rí.
Bo ta ló wá tó wá drop ti Bella. Kò ṣáàdì dáàdì kan fún ẹ̀dì títí ẹ̀. But why are people so wicked like this? Why are they wicked like this?
Can you send the invite so I can bring your friends?
Kí ni yóò dáa? Kò dáa, àìtẹ́ wojú ọlọ́mọ yẹn, ọmọ kékeré ṣì lọ́mọ yẹn, àwọn 34.
Ẹ táwọn bàbá oníbàbà tó ń lọ gbé sílẹ̀ nǹkan.
Àwọn náà sí ìsẹ́mọ̀ kan tó ṣe
Gbogbo wọn lè máa blame pọ̀, gbogbo wọn lè máa blame.
Yes, now let me quickly say this here.
Àwọn bàbá yẹn náà ṣáwọn náà lọ́mọ ni, ṣé káwọn ọmọ wọn náà máa rí gbogbo nǹkan tó ń ṣẹlẹ̀ yìí ni?
Sister Mosun ẹ̀wò mo sọ pé mo máa ṣe kinní tí máa ṣe adult class mi very soon. Ṣẹ̀rí ìgbà mi máa wà, excuse me please.
Olo ẹ mọ ọdún pàpàwọn yẹn náà ṣe yàn bọ tẹ ìwọ kò dá àwọn yẹn ti marry wọn ti marry àwọn yẹn ti rí
àwọn ọmọ títí àwọn náà ń kọ àwọn ọmọ títí wọn náà ń kọ.
Màámi, ẹ jẹ́ kí n sọ.
Ó dá nínú méjèèjì kò sí ìtò dá nínú méjèèjì.
Ẹ jọ̀tọ̀ náà àti mo sún juices ẹ jẹ́ kí n sọ ọkàn. Ṣẹ́rí juices ẹ jọ̀tọ̀ náà lánàá ìgbà tí àpapà tó kọ́ jáde tó ń sọ̀rọ̀ Bella tó sọ pé ẹ̀rọ tó fẹ́ máa jà fún àwọn ọkùnrin mò ń sọ pé nínú pé kó dúró kó gbọ́ láti ẹnu Bella pé ṣèbí ìgbà tí wọ́n gbé ti Bella jáde ń gbà yẹn àpapà pẹ̀lú ẹni tó drag Bella wípé ó yẹ kó drag àwọn ọkùnrin bọ́ ìgbà tí mi wá gbọ́ ti ẹnu Bella mo wá wò wípé nǹkan tí Bella fi ń drag àwọn people yìí is a kind of ẹni tó bá ní àrùn ọpọlọ ló lè drag ọkùnrin torí eléyìí so you people should not be biased pé kò yẹ kó ṣe báyìí fún ọmọ yìí ta ló drop táwọn ọkùnrin yẹn ṣebí Bella ni.
No,
ọkùnrin náà ti serve justice now.
Piso, wait.
Ẹ̀yin náà ẹ wo àwọn okó pẹ̀lú àwọn ògì tó gbé síta yẹn.
Piso, wait. Mo understand, but when you even hear from Chiama himself, he said because the reason why Chiama blocked this lady and stopped talking to this lady, wallahi kò wọ́ sí ẹ̀. That was why I told Chiama pé because Chiama sọ pé ó jẹ́ reason yẹn, Chiama is still lying. That cannot be the reason why. Because for that lady, òun àti Chiama tó jọ ń sọ̀rọ̀ yẹn, wọ́n ti nífẹ̀ẹ́ ra wọn. Chiama náà ó ti yó fún Chiama. Chiama kò break her heart suddenly.
Mami, let me tell you one thing.
Ṣé tó bá break her heart èèyàn?
Let me tell you one thing.
Ẹtìjọ́ ṣe dẹ́tí thing. Ẹtìjọ́ ṣe dẹ́tí thing. Kí ló dé tó ṣe lọ release?
Let me tell you one thing about Bella.
Which everybody don't know.
And Bossman Edru and Bossman dẹ̀ ti sọ̀rọ̀ yẹn. Òun ni pé let me tell you one thing. Bella is a kind of person tó yẹ pé tó bá ti lè wà ní conversation pẹ̀lú ẹ̀. Tó bá wà ní conversation pẹ̀lú ẹ̀, you people will be thinking everything is going on fine. But me, I know her very well because I have dealt with many people like them like that. Ó máa rò pé everything wà okay, máa jọ máa sọ̀rọ̀ even tí wọ́n gbọ́ máa rò pé ọmọ tán ni. But let me tell you, tí o bá kàn lọ sí platform tó ṣe mistake ìdárúkọ Bella àbí tó wà níbi tó jẹ́ pé wọ́n ti mú Bella àbí tó sọ̀rọ̀ tó ṣe anything, she will still come back and meet you in your DM. What happened? Go and check check my rifle, my gun. Did them? You help me.
Loyalty, no one.
So wait, the thing is, yes, it's there. So the thing is, she will still come and meet you. Kiriko. She feel quarrel with you for a whole 1 month because of that thing. And I'm very, very sure now. I never heard from Shamanu, and I'm pulling it out to everybody now that the reason why now that Miss Juicy say Shaman block Bella because of anything. While like a lie now, waiting make Bella go bring all these things. Come on, be that. Now me they tell you now. This girl, that's how she is. Now so this girl be. If you are
exactly, Piso.
See,
Piso, you are right. This is why Tisha might be blocked and make sense.
Even that is why when we're in conversation that sometimes many things we say I know we talk. I will quickly question and say, hey, look me very well. Me na peace I be. I know be small boy. I know they do all the everything will just tell it. Hey, you na my big sis. Now why you go do this thing? Even though we say she go to me no do. I say, you na my big sis. Get out. No be so. I go caution. I go even advise her. Hey, mama, oh yeah, now let me call you. Hello, this all this is but you will be say you don't go for victim of this thing. We be say this girl will be say anything, any dime, everything. She won't record. She won't take note of everything. Almost the day we say you know, she go they think and say that person you don't go do this. She go they find everything to come out and just pull you down. And that's it. And I'm waiting.
Please 1 minute.
That.
Osman
really know waiting you talk. Una always say una won't go meet Mommy Jokem. I mean, I dey pray make Mommy Jokem say no collect punch come back.
Yeah, please, please, 1 minute.
No come be like that Guresi. We everything will get. I dey tell you, no una leave the Mommy Jokem for their platform. Make them.
Who want go meet Mommy Jokem? Who want go meet her?
See, because Isheri Werele Oti Salaro. Me, I know what I dey tell una. I know. Okay.
Okay, please, comment section, please. Nobody should give Olakunle Adeyemi the Telegram account. He's my brother. So that I will not go and use it to be doing something for house. Nobody should give him that.
It's your brother or your husband.
It's my brother. It's my brother. Nobody should give him.
Why now? Why?
Hey, no, so that I won't go and be using it to do something. Nobody should give him.
Come on, she should be. She got to the last thing.
And they are not type finish. Why are people like this now? They want type.
Nígbà tí mo rí kíní yẹn lọ́sọ̀rọ̀ kíní yẹn ó make day ni.
Badakunle ṣe mọ̀ pé you are a born again Christian. Ẹ má bá wọn lọ wò. My sister, my brother.
Jésì ó gbẹnu tán wọ́n táìpé ó ti go viral jàre. Ó ti lọ ọkọ̀ tó ṣẹ́wọ́ sí ni àwọn èèyàn ti mọ̀ gan. Àwọn èèyàn ti mọ̀. Kókò lọmọ ẹ kúrò lórí tó wà.
Òkúta sọmọ pẹlọpẹ sọmọ ni.
Ọmọ justice for both of the iléeṣẹ́ la fẹ́ ṣe báyìí.
Gbogbo yìí tó bá sẹ́ẹ̀dẹ̀ sí Badakunle ẹ̀ṣẹ̀ lẹ́gbà ẹ̀ṣẹ̀ ọ̀hún yìí lọ́nà ti máa mú. Ẹ má sẹ́ẹ̀dẹ̀ sí brọ́dà mi o. Gbogbo yìí tó bá sẹ́ẹ̀dẹ̀ sí brọ́dà mi ọ̀hún yìí lọ́nà máa ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ ẹ̀ṣẹ̀ lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀ because born again ni brọ́dà mi o.
Brọ́dà ní born again ṣé wọn kì í fi 1 sínú 0 ni?
Ẹ̀gbọ́n kò fẹ́ pé etí ọba ń ṣe sopi ẹ̀ṣẹ̀ ní sopi.
Do no dey pain. Na second to do na him dey pain pass through.
Dọ́tà.
Ọmọ tó ní kọ́pì eléyìí ní agbára.
Ó lọ fà.
Ìgbà tí mo máa rí ìṣòro bóyá akẹ́kọ̀ọ́ rò pé ó là láà.
Dọ́tà. Èyí kàn wọ́n pé èyí tó jù nínú àwọn obìnrin tó wà ní ìgbìgbọ́ má dá wọn lò wọ́n ti lọ wò ó.
Èmi ò kí wò kú o, èmi ò wò ó.
Wọ́n ti lọ wò ní Telegram o, irọ́ ni o.
No. Please, I might join everybody back for me. I have not gone to watch it.
Ẹlòmíì ti lọ wò ó. Oya ẹni tó bá mọ̀ pé ẹni tó bá mọ̀ pé òun ò tí wò. Ẹni tó bá mọ̀ pé òun ò tí wò kó sọ pé pọ̀.
Hey, I hear me.
No.
There's something, man. Anyone come back?
Anyone come back?
There's something. 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 There's something.
wọ́n ní bọ̀dọ̀ bóyá kí ni.
Èmi kàn rí.
Kí ló ń ṣẹlẹ̀? The son of the bloody carpenter. What is going on now? Why would the son of the bloody carpenter be giving us this stress? You didn't think so? But he was the son of the carpenter. That was what you could see. But you never knew that he was the chosen one. He was the son of a carpenter, the son of a nobody. That was what you could see. But you never knew that he carried what you and your generations will never carry in life. You never knew he was a beloved. If you knew the kind of man he was, you wouldn't have killed him. Thank you very much. Lady Yancy, 22. If you knew the kind of grace he carried, you wouldn't have killed him. I believe even the king himself did not consult his oracle before backing you up to kill him. He thought Mohbad was just like ordinary, that they normally intimidate, victimize, and even kill, like many that they had done in the past. If he knew that the death of Mohbad will bring disrespect, will bring the downfall of his throne, he wouldn't have backed you to go ahead with that plan. I know somewhere in his mind he's regretting. He's regretting the day he opened your pants and put his thing there. I know the king is regretting it. In his mind, he will not come out to tell us, but we know that he will be wishing that that day never came when he met you. Let alone removing his cap, removing his beads, removing his leke, removing everything to have sexual intercourse with you. Because if people were going for you see, Lori Kumobadi, you will use your money, you will use your influence to silence everybody. No, you cannot. Thank you very much. Like to share quick. You cannot silence. You cannot silence the unsilent. I will say that again. You cannot silence the unsilent. Something that cannot keep quiet. There's nothing you can do to make him keep quiet. That's why they all tell you, babe, look before you leap. When they say look before you leap, that is, assess the risk. Assess the benefit. Does the benefit outweigh the risk? Can you handle the risk? Your failure to assess the risk is what has brought you and the king this doom. If you had thought about the consequences, the ripples that the death of Mohbad could generate, you wouldn't have dared to kill him. In fact, you would have just collected his properties and allowed him to be in peace. Allow Baba Mohbad to still see his son and appreciate him. But what did you do? You did not allow Baba Mohbad to see his son and appreciate him. You took his son away because you saw him as the son of a nobody. What can he do? A bloody carpenter. He does not even have O-level results. He does not know the law. He does not have money. He does not have connection. What can he do? He cannot do anything now. I'm going to want to pardon. Just saying it's to share. I'm going to do kilo share. I'm going to those are the things you'll be saying.
àwa la lè kó àwa ni kíní kan èèyàn náà máa dẹnu ra ní kankan àì bàbá yìí làwọn gbé ìtàlẹ́wà we say all those things to Mohbad dájú máa pa ìmọ̀ kan máa pa gbé ni that's why Mohbad sọ pé ó ní pé mo mọ̀ pé kò sí nǹkan máa fi ẹ́ ṣe o ó ní pé bọ̀tò ò ní nísinmi so Mohbad knew those people that were behind you. Mohbad had a glimpse of those people that were supporting you. Ó mọ àwọn connection tó ní through your purpose lẹ́kọ̀ọ́. And those were the things you used to intimidate that boy. Ó wà lára kan tó fi intimidate ọmọ yẹn. Nítorí ó mọ̀ pé ọmọ gbéṣẹ́gbéṣẹ́ ni ẹ́. Ó ń gba ipò kiri ní Lẹ́kì. Ó mọ̀ pípọ̀ ọba Ẹlẹ́gùṣì náà ara àwọn bàbá àlẹ́ ẹ̀tẹ́jọ́ gbéra yín káàkiri nìyẹn. Ó dẹ̀ wọ́n ló control Èkó. Kò dẹ̀ máa ti fi intimidate ẹ̀. Ó lè sọ fún ẹ pé wọn kò wọn lè fi ẹ̀ṣẹ̀ kankan pé bọ̀tò ò ní nísinmi. Ara ìsinmi tí bọ̀bọ̀ yẹn fi ìbínú tó fi gégùn fún ẹ ara ìsinmi yẹn ló níyì o. Ìwọ gẹ́ mọ̀ pé even though you are in Tanzania o mọ̀ pé life ọ̀tá sọ̀sọ̀. You know even you are in Tanzania o mọ̀ pé life ọ̀tá sọ̀sọ̀. You cannot do anything, you cannot escape, you cannot run away. In fact, you know that your life has come to a standstill for killing Mohbad. Thank you, Glory to Shopping. Alright, let's go.
He has called me a promiscuous woman. He has called me a cheating wife.
Yes, you are very promiscuous. Very, very promiscuous. You are a cheating wife. Very, very promiscuous. We saw your video where you are shaking your useless breast. The breast that have been cursed. You are shaking it. You are shaking it to the customer. When you are riding the customer, aṣẹ́wó ńlá ni ẹ́. Wọ́n ti fẹ́ ṣépè fàyè olórí burúkú ni Yomi sí Adébánjọ. Aṣẹ́wó ńlá. Ìwọ náà ju ọyàn. Lẹ́yìn tó pa Mohbad tán, o tún ní effrontery. You have the effrontery to be shaking your bobby. You are shaking your bobby after killing Mohbad, looking for the next victim. One next victim. Not be so. So, Baba, Espero Joseph Aloba has never lied against you. One thing I know about that man here, he will not lie to you. If you ask him something and he tells you something, and you later find out that thing is not what he has told you, it means he did not get updated information about what you ask him. That is the only thing that will make his answer to differ from reality. But the man that you see will not see black. I know that this is black and call it white. That is it. So Baba has never lied. In fact, he has never lied ever since this K4M started. He has never lied. So that's where you are. Ashewu ni ẹ́, you are fucking around in Emali's house after doping Mohbad's meal with diazepam. You are fucking around. You are fucking around. Ó yẹ kí wọ́n kiri gbígbóná bọ̀ díẹ̀. Omi sí Adébánjọ kó jáde lórí ẹ̀ níbi tó wicked dé. Ọlọ́run ló mọ iye àwọn. Only God knows how many glorious sons you have rendered their lives useless with your purpose. Only God knows how many destinies you have destroyed with your purpose. Only God knows how many potentials that you have rendered useless through your purpose. Your purpose does not deserve mercy. Listen to the Bible.
It was even the one that rejected that marriage.
Right. And he was present, of course, really.
He was the happiest. He has tried to take my right away from me.
God punish you. God punish you. Missing that evangel. So was it Baba Oloba that instructed you to go around and start sleeping with married men before you got to the Baba Liam? when you wanted to go looking for pregnancy, did you take endorsement and approval from Babaloba? When you are giving those guys ties on bed, did the Emperor Joseph Babaloba tell you to go ahead, that he would take bastard as his grandchild? The answer is no. So why will you not be blaming Babaloba that he was the one that initiated marriage? If he was the one that initiated the marriage, why was he surprised when he got to that introduction and you turned into engagement? Why did he even want to go back, if not because of Mohbad? We even heard that Mohbad even cried because Mohbad never planned to marry you. So Mohbad knew you had put his hand in chains. If he said he was the one that initiated the marriage, why did he give Baba oversized cap? The cap that almost enclosed his full head. Why? He will never go unpunished. She will never go unpunished. Except there is no God. Except to ba ṣe Ọlọ́run lókè mọ́ lókù. Pé Wùmí ò ní jẹ ìyà, irọ́ ló ń pa. Èpè máa pa. Èpè àwọn abiyamọ máa pa Wùmí. Wùmí máa jẹ ìyà yẹn.
Me as a woman, because I could not even sleep. Like, I had to stop breastfeeding my baby. My father-in-law wanted to be in control of my husband's properties.
God punish you, Mrs. Adebanjo. I can remember the day you were at the burial ground, while others were crying. The only thing you were saying was, Kolowo, Mohbad did not have any money, Mohbad did not have any money, Mohbad did not have any property, Kolowo. That was what you were saying now. So why will you now turn around now and say, Papa wanted to be in control of property? So, Mrs. Adebanjo, you knew Mohbad had properties. But you and your family members, and Karimo, and your mother, you hid it away from the public. You wanted people to see Mohbad as a pauper, that the boy died as a pauper, so that you guys can feed on his sweat, so that people will not know that Mohbad was actually rich before he died. That was why you kept on shouting Kolowo, because that was one of the objectives of killing him. So what you wanted to do was to make do with Mohbad's money. It was one of the objectives of killing him, of cutting his life short. It was part of your plan to siphon his fund. Your plan was to lie on Eramali, to box him into a corner, so that you cannot push the issue of royalty forward as alternative resolution, dispute resolution. Means they will now give you the royalty, and you guys will now stop blackmailing him. So your target was the royalty and other Mohbad's properties. So killing Mohbad has given you two things, or would have given you two things, because at the end of the day, none of those things will be actualized. You can go and write to this date down. One, it will protect the fact that Liam is a bastard and does not belong to Mohbad. That's the benefit that you thought you will enjoy by killing Mohbad. Number one, that the identity of the true father of Liam will not be known to everybody. Do you understand? It's one of the benefits. Second thing is the fact that you are going to lord over all the Mohbad properties, including its royalty that is domiciled with Naira Marley. Those are the two major benefits the plan killing Mohbad will give you. But God has disappointed you. Please, let's keep tapping. Please, tap skin. But God has disappointed you. None of them will be actualized at the end of the day. You can bet on it. None of them will be actualized. At the end of the day, you can bet on it. Firstly, the whole world will know that Liam does not belong to Mohbad and does not share any blood with Mohbad. And the whole world will also know that Saheed Elegushi had a sexual relationship with you, and that relationship produced Liam. And that's the reason why Saheed Elegushi is using his position to shield you from prosecution after knowing fully well that you killed Mohbad. But you have seen that exercise like you have done him a favor by killing Mohbad. Number 2.
One thing I will tell you is that even if the whole world do not believe what I've been saying, you know deep down that you maltreated my husband. It has really gotten to a point that I said I speak up right now inside.
Come for me.
Without going into all of the things that have happened,
Yeah.
how are you?
You just asked a very huge question.
Yeah.
I would say I'm fine because, you know, my sadness is not going to change anything. So, regardless of whatever I feel,
Yeah.
at least I'm still here, I'm still alive.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I would say I'm fine.
So in this answer, you talked about sadness.
Yeah,
And again, there's a lot that has happened.
yeah, a lot.
First, obviously, I know that the loss of your husband has been the biggest of all of this.
Yeah.
What is the saddest thing for you in all the things that have happened after? For a grieving widow who has less than
5-month-old baby.
yes at the time of the passing.
Yeah.
What has been the saddest thing that has happened since this?
I feel like the saddest thing I've experienced so far is the fact that the person that's supposed to be in guard for my late husband, this person that's supposed to be my son and highest protector, is our chief prosecutor.
Oh, God.
And
Praise God. There's nothing you will say that the whole world will believe you. Because that same whole world also know that you are the killer of Mohbad. And that is the best part of the story. The money that Baba Liam has been spending is just wasted. It's just a waste. Total waste. The money he's been spending around, given to these useless beings on social media to destroy justice for Mohbad, to cause havoc, to cause commotion, it's just a waste. He ain't doing anything. Even the Elegushi himself, he knows. But we don't share anything. Because we are not going to give up. What do I say? We are not going ever to give up. And the father of Mohbad is doing what everybody supposed to do. In fact, he's even lenient with you. He's even lenient with you. If it was some fathers that are not religious, you, your sister, and your mother, all of you would have been dead by now. I just say make I clear you. If not because Producer Valoba is a Christian. If it was some very heartless father that you did in nonsense that you did to him, all of you will be dead by now. It's because he's a man of God. That's why he thought of taking advantage of his gentleness and use it against him. But in the real sense, you are lucky because he's a man of God. Because if not, you would all have followed Mohbad, and nothing will stop it. So be thankful to Babaloba. I'm telling you the truth.
He's been everywhere trying to, recruit people to turn against my son and I, both online.
Thank God you said your son and I. You know that Liam was your son, but it was not Mohbad's son. We agree with you. You want to be on me. I want your kids to Mohbad. Totally agree with you. Titi wa ni pé o lè fi ọmọ yẹn kó ogun Mohbad lẹ́yìn tó pa Mohbad tán. That is our bone of contention. That you cannot use that child to take away Mohbad properties after killing Mohbad. That is where you and I that's where we are having problem. You've killed Mohbad and you cannot take away his property after you have killed him. It will not work. It will not work. Not now, ever. Your son, yes, is his son, is our son. We agree. We agree. You killed Mohbad. Mohbad was producer developer's son. And what is good for the geese is good for the gender. He who kill by sword must die by sword. It is the law of the land. Shorten his life, and you want to live to enjoy the lagas of the same man you killed. It will not happen. It will never happen. Not in your lifetime. It will never happen. Not in your lifetime. And some of you that you are looking for vengeance, you will look tired. By the special grace of God, you will look tired. Because you are looking for what is not actually there. You are looking for what is not there.
And offline, like it's been from one thread to another.
This is Mohbad's father, you're talking
about? My father-in-law, Yeah, so it's been from one thread to another. We no longer feel safe,
we try to punish you. We have never heard where Baba Mohbad Emperor has threatened you and your son. He has never threatened you and your son before.
I usually get death threat almost every day in my DMs. I barely go out. My baby, his grandchild also, he's been deprived of so many childhood memories, but there's nothing for me to do than just to see how things goes.
What's the problem with your father-in-law exactly? Between you and him?
Yeah, so I feel like the problem is just about family disputes.
Okay.
Yeah, the problem is more like a competition between him and Liam.
Your father-in-law and your son?
Yes.
A competition?
It sounds funny, but that's the actual truth.
Can you explain that?
Yeah, because after the death of my husband, a lot happened, and my father-in-law wanted to be in control of my husband's properties.
Right.
The fact that there was Liam in the picture, because there was one time I actually called him to ask him, what happened? What do we do to deserve all of this? Why have you been out there defaming your grandchild and me? And he was like, why do I have to take Liam away from him? Why do I have to take Liam to my mother-in-law's place on the island? That means that is my husband rented apartment.
Right.
That was not supposed to bring him over to the person that's supposed to be in guard for my late husband. This person that's supposed to be my son and I's protector is our chief prosecutor.
God will punish you, isn't that the banjo? This person that's supposed to be the protector of your son and yourself. And that's the person whose son was killed by you. So after you have killed his son, you now wanted him to assume the position of Olode, to now start protecting you, the killer of his son. You see, that was the level you put Baba Mohbad. You saw him, you thought he was a fool. You thought he was a lame man that does not know what is right and what is wrong. So you thought he was not sensible. And you thought after killing his son, the next thing for him to do is to now make him your protector. After you have cut the life of his son short, you now want him to now go and get Sakabula, get Wizu, get Touch, and become your Olode. After to the Paloma, ó máa búlẹ̀ dá o, ó dẹ̀ gbé èṣù ló dá ẹ, òbí síta dé bàjọ́, ó dẹ̀ gbé èṣù ló dá ẹ, èṣù ló ṣẹ̀ dá ẹ gàgàgàgà. Ó kì í ṣe, ó dẹ̀ pé ó kì í ṣe iṣẹ́ ọwọ́ Ọlọ́run pẹ̀lú ọ̀rọ̀ tó máa ń sọ. Ó yẹ kí bàbá wa máa protect ẹ. Kó wa máa protect ẹ, láfà tó ti pa lọ́mọ dànù, kó wá di protector ẹ. No be juju be that. Ileribu. Ọ̀pálọ́mọ tó kọ́ máa protect after Ọ̀pálọ́mọ. Wèrè.
Kyoto. And he's been everywhere trying to, recruit people to turn against my son and I, both online and offline.
God will punish for that. Let me ask you, the gladiators and the generals, how many of you have gotten a producer Aloba DM where he invited you to come to social media and started fighting this cause? How many of you got that DM in your message? How many of you are on payroll of Babaloba? The person that is even looking for money to prosecute the case does he even have money to give to anybody? No, he does not. So how many of you is being recruited by Babaloba? How? Where? But it was you. We heard from your sister Karimo that you are paying Temi's platform, you are paying them money. It was you. It was Baba Liam Obelegushi that gave Pierce money, through which Pierce has been recruiting agents of perdition and men and women of perilous time that will perish. So it is from your camp that you guys have been recruiting the fallen idiots that have become nuisance in J4M today. So you are the recruiter, you and Baba Liam, the king. The two of you are the recruiter of people. And Joseph Aloba does not even have money to recruit anybody. Instead, we are all here as a part of our selfless services to mankind, not being recruited by Joseph Aloba. So you are the one that are recruiting people to come and lie on your behalf, to come and receive curses on their heads on your behalf. So you are the recruiter here, not Baba Aloba.
Like it's been from one thread to another.
This is Mohbad's father.
Yeah, my father-in-law. Yeah.
Father-in-law.
Yeah. So it's been from one thread to another. We no longer feel safe. Like I literally get death threat almost every day in my DMs.
When we see the Evangelio, you're not supposed to be getting death threat. You're supposed to have been bye by now. Normally, you're not supposed to be getting any death threat. We know that you're actually lying. Nobody has your time to be giving you any death threat. It was of people that you DM people and you threaten them. I've never heard anybody on the part of Babaloba being accused of going to their DM and threatening them. But you must join our camp. If you don't join our camp, then we will arrest you. If you don't join our camp, we will make sure you kill. It was your people, because that is your modus operandi. That is your mechanism of action. That is how you roll. It is your people that does that, not us. And you are just lying. You are trying to do a make-believe to see if you can get asylum. You will turn yourself to victim and see maybe because of that they can give you a visa to enter into Europe on an asylum basis. Na lie, you know. You don't go anywhere. Let me tell you that. You don't go anywhere. You are lying. Nobody was threatening you.
I barely go out. My baby, his grandchild also, he's been deprived of so many childhood memories, but there's nothing for me to do than just to see how things goes.
What's the problem with
your child? Deprived of childhood memory. But you deprive Mohbad of lifetime memory. You deprive Mohbad of lifetime memory. You did not allow the boy to even leave a child on the surface of the earth. You made him to come to the life and left the same way that he came, without having a descendant, without having a child, either son or daughter. You cut short his generations, and you are talking about your child, that you are depriving him of our clinical. Don't let me curse you before I curse your child. All your actions are bringing curses to that boy. All your actions are bringing curses to that boy as a result of natural law. You are cursing that boy yourself. If they say, who has intimidated Liam the most in J4M, your name is number one. The acclaimed mother of Liam. You are the greatest enemy that boy ever had. You are the greatest enemy that Liam has at this time. So you are the one intimidating him. Nobody else.
Father, I know exactly.
Yeah,
Between you and him.
Yeah, so I feel like the problem is just about family disputes.
Okay.
Yeah, the problem is more like a competition between him and Liam.
Look at this bastard. Look at the bastard. So Babaloba is the one who said he's competing with Liam. As how? How is he competing with Liam? Is Liam bidding for a contract and Babaloba is bidding for the same contract? How is he competing with Liam? You will say you wanted to use Liam to take away all Mohbad's properties. And Babaloba is telling you, no, I have to know if this boy is our blood. If it's our blood, no problem. I have to know what killed his son suddenly, 26 years old, not on admission, no sickness, nothing, and he just died like that. You want to know what happened. And that is why he has become a competitor to you. Because in your widest imagination and your evil way, you thought that Baba would just remain silent. You thought Baba would not have any voice. You thought whatever you have told him, he would just obey. But the case is different.
If your father-in-law and your son,
Yes.
a competition.
It sounds funny, but that's the actual truth.
Can you explain that?
Yeah, a lot happened, and my father-in-law wanted to be in control
Of?
my husband's properties. The fact that there was Liam in the picture, because there was one time I actually called him
The father was the Liam in the picture. The Liam, the con child, was the one that is in the picture, right? The one that you wanted to use as a decoy to escape with Mohbad properties and Mohbad's death. The one that is being used as you speak to protect you from prosecution. Well, it's just a matter of time.
Asking like, what happened? What do we do to deserve all of this? Like, why have you been out there defaming your grandchild and me? And he was like, why do I have to take Liam away from him? Why do I have to take Liam to my mother-in-law's place on the highland? That means that is my husband rented apartment. Right. That was not supposed to bring him over to meet him in a corridor because himself and my mother-in-law are not in good things. Right. You know, he was just trying to manipulate me. Yes, so, you know.
God will punish you, Mr. Tadibanjo. The greatest manipulator I've seen is Mr. Tadibanjo. Very manipulative. Mr. Tadibanjo, if Baba actually told you that, I knew you would have given that recording to Temi's platform and they would have played it for the whole world to hear. For the fact that you are saying it with your mouth and with no evidence, I cannot do but to know that that is a blatant lie. Because Baba did not say that. You are a professional liar. And you have been lying since you are in your womb, your mother's womb.
So your father-in-law and your mother-in-law are not on good terms.
Yeah,
right. So he was not asking, why did you take this?
Yes, after my husband's demise.
Yes, right.
So I explained to him. I made him understand that my mother-in-law has been the only one asking of Liam. He never did. Instead, he was always online, defaming her.
God will punish you. Why would you expect him to ask of Liam, knowing fully well that Liam does not belong to his son? Are you stupid? Knowing fully well that he could to kill Liam according to you. Knowing fully well that you killed Mohbad because of Liam. Why would he be asking about the boy? You guys are just senseless and wicked. You are heartless. You killed a man without giving him a child of his true blood. And you are still saying the father should be asking of the same child that formed the basic reason why his own child was killed. Are you normal? Are you really normal? Are you really normal? So for what I've seen so far, you are not normal. We're missing to the banjo. You are not normal.
And then I apologized to him. Okay. Yeah, I apologized. I told you I was sorry. I would bring him over to him.
When was this?
That was I think 3 weeks after my husband's demise. Then it was like I started going online talking about the DNA.
Yes.
And
So he had already started talking about the DNA.
Yes, that was when I called him.
Right. That's when you now called him.
Yes. So he made me understand that why do I have to take Liam to my mother-in-law's place? Like, is it not the owner of his grandchild? Like trying to make me feel like a bad person. Where I understand where he was heading to. So I just.
So what are you missing, Talibanjo? You're a good person for killing Liam, for killing Mohbad Abi. You're a good person. No, congratulations. I really like you're a good person. For killing Mohbad, you're a good person. Now God will polish down your mouth. For killing Mohbad. Did Mohbad tell you that he was tired of living? Because it was like you wanted to tell us that you gave him a messy killing. You are trying to let us know that you did Mohbad a favor now by killing him. And that was why I asked you, did he tell you he was tired of living? And you're not giving him a messy kill. So how are you a good person? I just want to know you. I want to know you. I want to know. You can explain to me what makes you a good person.
to apologize to him to make things, to make things calm. Then I asked him again, like, what happened? Why are you doing this to me? Then he responded by saying, he is sure that a lot of people would have called me to tell me what he wants. And truly, a lot of people called me. My dad, my mother-in-law, my husband's friend, and few people we have around literally called me to tell me what he wants. And he told my father whatever that belongs to my husband, I know that I have access to, that I should make sure that I hand over everything to him, including the landed property.
God will punish you, Mr. Evangel. Can you bring your evidence? Can you bring your evidences? Because I know you would have recorded it if Babaloba said it. You would have recorded it. But the fact that you have not brought it out means only one thing. It is not in existence. If it exists, you will bring it out. The only thing why you have not brought it out was because it never existed. So people know that you are a bunch of lies.
For Liam. So I told him the same thing that he has been telling people, like, this is what these people are telling me. And I made him understand that day, you have, like, my husband got you 2 lands before his demise, one in Ekiti and one in Ikorodu. Like, why do you want to take the one that...
Your husband got 2 lands. So what about the acres of land that you bought in your mother's name? Mohbad's land. That instead of you to buy it in Mohbad's name, you people bought it in your mother's name. Acres of land. Karima, confirm it now. Karima, confirm it. That you guys have acres of land. There was a proceed of Mohbad's sweat. And you have decided to keep it from the glare of the public. Because your plan all along was to rip Mohbad off of his properties and then of his life. And you have succeeded in ripping him off his life. But for the property, it will not be in your lifetime.
That belongs to Liam. Right. Then it was like I shouldn't question him that is what he wants. Then I said, okay. Then it was like, what effort? He said it in Yoruba. I don't know if you understand Yoruba. Yes, okay, so he said, lawyer promise tí mo pè pé kó gbé nǹkan kó fún mi ní nǹkan ọmọ mi tó bá mi sọ wípé ó bí wọn ṣé ọmọ mi náà fẹ́ máa lẹ̀ fún mi ni. Like, I don't know if I can translate it in English. So he asked.
Omowummi, you are a mad person. Omowummi, you are a very mad person. Me, I've told you, all whatever you are saying only exists in the figment of your own imagination. If those things are actually true, I know you would have played it for the whole world to see. So for the fact that you have not played it means it does not exist. So, can you cut the chase, cut the bullshit, and tell us why you killed Mohbad, and tell us why you decided to attempt to take away his properties with a bastard?
Actually said, like what effort does my lawyer, my husband's lawyer has. He requested for his son's properties, and he was telling him that he has a son. So like, who is his grandchild to start asking him to start dictating what he wants?
That's why you talk about the competition.
Exactly. Yeah.
So he said to his son's lawyer, who is the grandchild?
Yeah. To challenge him. Exactly.
On
my husband's property. Yeah. But like, this is one thing that most people do not know, and I would
keep your mouth shut. Don't be stupid. We know that you are lying. That is why we don't take you serious. We never take you serious. Because we know that you're a great liar. So we know you're Jimmy, so we are not moved by whatever you are saying. We know you're a bloody liar. If you could lie that Mohbad died on Tuesday, having known that Mohbad actually died on Wednesday, on Monday, what else can you not say? So we know you're Jimmy, so we can keep your mouth shut.
I was not even given the chance to talk. So I was not given the chance to say my own side of the story. So, so as much as I feel like, some things need to be addressed, I still had the mindset that I don't know how people would react if I should talk, because without hearing anything from me, they've crucified me, they've said...
Shut up. The issue is that there's nothing you want to say. The only thing we expect you to say is to tell us, why did you kill Mohbad? And why did you decide to give him a bastard as a son? Those are the two things that we expect you to say. You will see, if you actually say those two things now, people will engage you. People will talk to you. People will want to reason with you. Why did you kill him? And when you killed him, why didn't you wait? And call the hospital, call the police, and call the father. Why did you have to wait for 24 hours before you let the world know that Mohbad died? Are you thinking of putting his dead body on the street and claim you don't know him? That was the plan? But God has disappointed you guys.
Said a lot of things about me.
Yeah.
So, that alone has, made me, like, my low self-esteem to be very, very low, because, I no longer have the audacity to at least speak on things that really matters. Yeah, so I think that is what it has been causing the whole issue. The fact that Liam is in the picture. Yeah.
But this is his grandchild.
It sounds strange to me also. It don't sound weird to say it. Well, I'm left with no choice. I just have to say it as it is.
Yeah.
Because it has really gotten to a point that either I speak up or I die in silence. Yeah, so I feel like me speaking up will be the right thing for me at this point.
The biggest thing that I think is not that really your father-in-law has, I think there are two things that I heard. I don't know if they are from him. One is that he has questioned whether yourself and your husband were married. Yeah. And two, he has questioned whether your husband is the father
of my child.
Yes.
Yeah.
On the first one, I know that as far back as 2003, if I remember correctly, a popular actress had gone online and confirmed that you guys were married,
Yeah.
What is the exact status of that marriage thing? Because I think that's the first thing your
I spoke about, it was a traditional marriage, yeah.
Which is recognized under the law.
Of course it is.
Right, so it wasn't...
Yeah, stupid. This guy, what's even his name? This interviewer seems to be very, very insensitive, or just not. It's not educated. Under the law, English law, there's nothing like traditional marriage. So, whatever marriage you do, either you do social study marriage, cultural marriage, physics marriage, chemistry marriage, nothing concerns the law with it. If your name is not registered in court, at the registry, as husband and wife, there's no court you will go to in Nigeria that will reference you as Mr. and Mrs. with evidence. No. You are nothing but just partners. You are just living together. So this dude is very stupid for saying it is recognized under the law. Which law? In fact, if Mohbad and Wunmi actually got married legally, perhaps this case would have taken a different turn, especially when she went to the court with Baba Mohbad, with Iya Mohbad, to go and ask for the dead body of Mohbad to be released to them for burial. It will have taken a different turn. But it was God that really wanted to deal with these people. Because Karimo said it was few days to Mohbad's death that they had planned to go to registry. If they had gone to registry, the gladiators and generals, what would have happened? What would have happened? But it was because God really wanted to deal with them that made that plan never to come true before she killed Mohbad. Agricultural marriage, walai. Agricultural marriage and physics marriage, everything in one shape. It was just God that really wanted to deal with them. That was why Tofi Sare pa Mohbad tí ó dúró kí Mohbad ṣe registry form. Because if not, ìbá ti lágbára. I'm telling you.
Look at the introduction.
It was this. The funniest thing is that he was even the one that made that possible. I mean, my father-in-law.
How so?
That is the funniest thing because left to me and my husband, we just wanted to live our life. Because we were young couples. Like I was 23 when I got pregnant. Right. And so he was the one coming.
You are 23 when you got pregnant of Liam through the semen of the king. All right. I'm 23 don't lórí òkè nítorí oyún. I've never heard of it in my life. 23 years old. 28 years, me get 30 years, me get kò tí gbọ̀nà orí òkè lọ́pọ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀ lóyún. He was 23 years old. Kò tí ń lọ sórí òkè káàkiri pé ìjọba gbọ̀dọ̀ ọ̀bẹ lóyún. Because ó ti mọ planning yín. You and your mother and your sister, ẹ ti mọ planning yín fọmọ ẹ láti pàdánù. Ẹ dẹ̀ fẹ́ kó pẹ́ rárá. Wọ́n lè ṣe dìde sáré àti lóyún. Ṣé ọmọ lè dìde kó ṣẹ̀kẹ̀ṣẹ̀kẹ̀ sí lọ́wọ́? Kẹwàá yanjú ẹ̀ dànù.
To us because that man is actually my friend. Like we were literally close.
I've sent some text messages.
We were very close. Like he's like a father to me. You know, that is one thing that the media did not get to know. He's like he was my friend.
Shut up your mouth. We know. God the Father wanted the good thing for his son. Until you kill his son, how can he not continue to be your best friend? If you saw him as your best friend, would you have gone ahead to kill his son? If you saw that man as your best friend, my best friend, would you have gone ahead to kill his son and try to turn everything on his head? Try to make him look like the killer. So whatever you are saying was just gibberish. Ó kan létí gbogbo ẹ̀ dáadáa tó ń sọ lẹ́nu yìí ó kan létí.
In that marriage, so it was even the one that came to me to tell me that like now that I'm pregnant, that we need to get things done. That if I was to be his daughter, he would never allow me to train my child in my husband's house because he was not married. Because he's not married to me. That I should go to my parents' house. I should get a list and send it to him.
So your father-in-law is the one that even encouraged you guys to.
That is the funniest thing. Left to me, I won't get married because I knew
God will punish you, Wumi, for lying prophecy, for lying effortlessly. Baba said they send the list to Mohbad, and Mohbad with Wumi were the one that got everything needed. So Baba was not even aware that they have changed the landscape from introduction to engagement until he got there. That was when that man knew that they have changed the plan, that they have changed the goalpost in the middle of the game. He was unaware. And now you are not saying he was the one that did this, he was the one that did this. That lie will kill you there, Yomi.
My husband loved me and he knows I love him too, so we just want to live our life. So it was even the one that initiated that marriage.
Right, and he was present, of course, during the marriage.
He was the happiest. He called me early morning on my introduction, on my marriage, on my engagement day, I think around 6 a.m., he called me to pray for me like it was the happiest that day. He was the happiest.
And now he's saying that marriage did not happen.
Yeah, because my husband is not here to defend me. It's so sad, Mr. Chudi.
We're missing that evangel. When they ask you in Corona Court, that what is your name? Why do you tell them that your name is Umi Cynthia Aloba? Why do you mention that your name is Umi Cynthia Adebanjo? You know you are saying Baba lied because now Mohbad is not here to defend you. But you that you are given opportunity to defend yourself in the court and tell them that your name was Mrs. Alibanjo in court, but you did not tell them. You are now on the social media saying rubbish. When they ask you, are you legally married in Corona Court, what do you say? You said no. And here, Jude is teaching you mathematics and Jabajantis. But there.
It is really sad, but that's the core reality I now have to face. It's really sad, honestly.
Then the one that, sorry. I'm sorry. Okay, sorry.
Yeah, I'm fine now. Thank you.
Then he questioned the paternity of the child.
Yeah.
How did you hear that your father-in-law was questioning the paternity of your child?
I got to know online.
So he came online and did a video.
He never called me. He never called any of the family members to ask for the DNA of Liam.
She just came online and said, nobody's not the father of the child.
I swear to God.
Did you call him after that?
Of course I did.
And then what did he say?
God will punish you for listening to Alibanjo. God will punish you and punish your generations and all your supporters, including the king.
Say anything. He was just saying, why do you have to take Liam away from him? Like, he didn't, like, I was expecting him to talk about the paternity, like, ask me for the DNA, I'm your daughter-in-law. He never did. Even when I called him, the word he was telling me was, why do I have to take Liam away from him?
So it's like he's punishing you for...
Yeah.
Is there nobody in the family that can call him
to order?
Yes.
He's the head of the family. I think he should be in his late 50s. So he's the head. So I don't think there should be anybody somewhere that would, because he knows what to do, he knows the right thing. But he's just using the DNA as a tool to punish me. To punish my son and I.
God will punish you. How can someone be using DNA as a tool to punish you? When he was not the one that impregnated you. Suppose he was the one that impregnated you now. And he knows that the boy does not belong to the acclaimed father. And he's not asking for the DNA. Then we'll say he intentionally using the DNA to punish you. But the man is not the father of your child. And he was not there when they were fucking you. So how would he now be saying, oh, mama, to punish you? See, when you are distributing your pekus all around, that you are jumping from one hotel or the other, did you tell Baba Loba? You did not take a permission from him now. So why are you trying to attach Baba Loba to your failure as a woman, as a wife? I don't want to blame Baba Loba for your unrighteous and wayward ways of life. Wayward. Why are you blaming the man?
Yeah.
When's the first time he asked for a DNA test in public?
So when the DNA narrative came out, at first I didn't take it serious because I was like, who is this guy asking for the DNA of my child? Like, who is in the grand scheme of things? Like, this guy is nobody to us. So why is he asking for the paternity?
Who is the person that asked?
I don't want to mention his name.
Right. Was this a blogger?
Like social media.
Social media.
God bless VDM. God bless VDM. God bless VDM.
Yeah, okay.
Right.
Then, I was like, why is he asking for the DNA of my child?
Yeah.
So at first, I didn't take him serious. Not until my father-in-law started talking about it. And I had to put a call through to him. I called him, I asked him, like, Daddy, what really happened? Like, why are you doing this to Liam? And he kept on saying, why do I have to take him to my mother-in-law's place? Does it bear my mother-in-law's surname? Like, what effort do I have to take him to my mother-in-law's place and not his own house in Ikorodu? Is he not the owner of his grandchild? And I still try to tell him, Daddy, I'm scared because you've been going out there to say different things about me. So I'm scared. Like, you cannot keep doing this and expect me to bring Liam to you. And he was like, okay, what's the problem? And he hung up. So I was expecting him to talk about the DNA. Wait.
Do you notice how this bastard is talking? Can you confirm to me that this is how Omowummi talked to Baba Mohbad during that phone conversation where she was threatening Baba Mohbad that he would die if anything happens to Liam? Please on the comment section. Is this with this level of humility that Omowummi was talking to Baba Mohbad when she was threatening that he would die if anything happened to Liam? No. So that's when you know that this lady is very manipulative.
We never did. So I think, the next day he went on live on TikTok, on Instagram, like to talk about the DNA again. Like he tried talking about it like almost every day. So I think 3 days after I called him again. Like I wanted to ask him, like, what does he really want? Like I really want him to stop going out there to defame my baby. But he didn't pick up my calls. I called him repeatedly for like a week, but he did not pick up. So I stopped calling. So I think around November, he sent a message to my lawyer.
Okay.
Yeah, he sent a message to my lawyer that I should bring Liam to him, that I want to perform a DNA test on him. So my lawyer sent it to me, and I told my lawyer that I am scared. Like, I'm scared to take my baby to him because he has gone out there to say so many defamatory things about me. He has said it publicly that he hates me so much. Like he even went as far as trying to cajole my brother-in-law to lie, like to implicate me one way or the other. Because he said it online that I used to put substance in my husband's food.
Who said this?
My father-in-law. Then I would go and F her.
No, it was not only your father-in-law. Even Marcy said it. Mohbad's friend confirmed it. But that's what you are doing. So don't say your father-in-law. No. People confirm it that was your modus operandi. That was a way of life. Putting sleeping tablet in Mohbad's food and going to the next room to fuck.
Mohbad even told Blessing. Told Baba.
God bless him that he talk about that.
So he should not try to say that. He should not try to say that Baba is lying. That Mohbad is lying. That Blessing is lying.
Thank you, Gladiator. So, your series of lies. People now know you that you are a bloody liar. That's the way. You don't have any form of value anymore. Because people know what you do. People know that you are a student of Yabojo. That is it.
Around after. Because he never knew it was my brother-in-law that prepared my husband last meal. So when he got to realize that it was my brother-in-law, he put a call through to my mother-in-law, and unfortunately I was with her that day. So he just called to tell her that, he just got to know that it was Adura that prepared my husband last meal. That Adura and Mama should come over to his house in Ikorodu so they will know how to package the whole thing and put it on my head. I was so fortunate to be my...
General Talkiship, you want to say something? Like a crocodile?
Just just
you can speak, please.
I mean, yeah,
Let me quick, just one thing. That they tell Crocodile, I'm so sorry. I was away from my phone. Good evening, our General Rangers. Good evening, everybody. Everybody on the comment section, FYP, Mommy Mole, Crete T, and Crocodile. Good evening. You see, well, anytime I hear this recording of Shudi and Yomi, I felt a different pain. Like it just happened today. Why am I saying this is that when a man loves you so much and think that you'll be a good wife to his son, and things went the way it went, I think you are not even supposed to say this online. And I know that those that have common sense, we know that Wunmi has done what nobody has done. Or maybe Wunmi learned the act of killing from my mom or from my sister or from my family. Someone was the one that persuaded you to have son, to have a child, like you claim, because nobody is forcing you to say that. So for his son, and you were pregnant, one way or the other, you carry your pregnancy to term, and you have the baby. The man was your friend before you became pregnant. And because you already know your plans in that young man's life, I mean, please, Crocodile, you can speak, can comment.
All right. Thank you, General.
Yeah, I mean, General Vengeance can keep on playing the videos and just be making comments on it when it pauses. Each time you pause, you can just together we can be making comments. I think that's more kind of engaging and interesting.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mama, Daddy, I had to put it on record. And
so you have a recording of this.
That they should, so that they will not to put the on my head. What if it was poison that killed my husband? That Adora should come to him because he does not want to lose another child. Because now he didn't know that it was my brother. That prepared his last meal, and he has gone out there to talk about me putting something in his food. Because now we do not know the result, what the autopsy would bring. That what if the autopsy said he died of poison? I'm so grateful that I was with my mother that day, because it's not still had intention.
You are a fool, me. Cynthia Adebanjo. Okay, go on.
No, I'm listening. I'm just adding to it.
Because if you guys are poisoning Mohbad, even before Adora cook whatever he cook, would that justify the fact that you guys have killed him before Adora even cook at all? Or it was even possible that Adora cook and went on to poison the food after then? So I don't understand what you are saying.
They have, you see, she has different ways that she uses, that they employ different ways to distract from the main issue. She will put the case on. You can see from the beginning, they first of all put the case on ear infection, and from ear infection to Naramali Samilari, and then from Naramali Samilari they place it on Prime Boy, and then they place it on Baba Mohbad, and then they place it on Adura. So the point is to distract attention from her, or possible, the culpability, or how do I put it? The person who actually is to blame for Mohbad's death, she's trying to deflect the blame away from herself.
From herself,
if possible. If she has to change it, if she can place the blame on the baby, on Liam, herself,
she would do it too.
She would do it. She does not, in any way, she does not care about that boy. She cares only about herself. she's like all those kind of ladies that have, that got pregnant randomly, that got impregnated by some random scoundrel in the street, and then they just give birth to the baby and they dump the baby in the gutter or by the street side or by the roadside, or somewhere and run away. That's the kind of person she is. But because that baby she wants to use it as a ticket, as a towel to be able to scoop up what Mohbad, left, and to buy things and to get things, to pretend to get things in the name of the baby, not knowing that she's getting it for herself. Just like what Mohbad told his dad. Mohbad told his dad, he said, Mohbad was telling his dad in a sad tone that, Daddy, can you imagine that these people went to acquire land with my money in the name of Liam? For Mohbad to say that to his dad, it means it's just like you are telling, someone is telling his dad that this child that is not even my own, they started using the child to acquire properties with my money without even telling me. Because if Mohbad was convinced that Liam was his son, it shouldn't have been a topic that he should discuss with his dad. He shouldn't have even raised that issue with his dad. But because he was disappointed with the fact that they are while he's alive, they're already using the son, the boy, to siphon his hard-earned funds. Talking about getting property in his name, whereas Mohbad did not do it. So that is what she is trying to do with the boy. She does not need that boy, but it's a ticket. That's why she keeps carrying the boy around without even caring about his mental health, caring about his hygiene, caring about, how fragile and tender he is. So what she has been saying is to make it seem as though the child is some kind of sacred cow that must not be touched, and that the attacks Mohbad's dad is attacking the child, and she said the same thing to Mohbad at that night. She said, "You are disgracing me and my child." I don't know what that means.
God bless you. Disgracing me and my child. Because of our child.
It's not our child, though. Me and my child. I've never seen.
They are discussed about it. They have discussed about that boy.
I've never seen it.
Disgracing me and my child.
Disgracing me and my child. I don't understand. Disgracing me and my child. Where is that? Where is that coming from? What is that intended to what message? You are disgracing me and my child. It's just like you are talking to somebody who has no stake in form of marriage, so less in form of fatherhood to the child. Because how come? What, me and my child? Is Mohbad making some statements or some utterances to imply to separate himself from the mother and the child, or was he making a statement that implies that it does not have any investment, either genetic or matrimonial, in the mother and the child affair, because it's not married to the girl? Talking about in the legal form, he's not legally married. So she was told that in the court. She was told in the court when they were trying to force the case of Mohbad's burial. They told us, they said, look, that traditional marriage that you did, that one is just in line with the culture. It's not enough for you to have ownership or to claim ownership over the body of Mohbad at the morgue. So anything that has to do with Mohbad's burial, you have to first of all go settle your differences with the head of the family and iron things out, because he's the only one that can give that instruction for Mohbad to be buried. You don't have any certificate to prove. And also in terms of the legitimacy of the son, there is no written document that Mohbad signed to assume the position of a foster father over Liam. There is no agreement of any sort. So if anybody is coming online and saying, what if Mohbad has agreed, knowing fully well that he's not the father of the child? What if he has already agreed to cover a secret and to accept the child as is, But the point is, there was a fight. And according to those who witnessed the fight, according to Prime Boy said the premises of that fight, one of the premises is based on the legitimacy of Liam. And if Mohbad has accepted to foster, to be a foster father for Liam, why would there be a fight based on Liam at the first place? So there have been an issue of the DNA, which was one of the reasons why they had a fight. And I'm very sure that night, because according to what from the account of the driver and spending and even Adura, because they said the fight continued in the house. So it's like Mohbad was determined that this girl has to go tonight. Because Mohbad was determined that, okay, this night is going to be the end. This night is going to be the end. So maybe he was trying to be diplomatic while he was in the car. So when he got to the house, he was like, okay, whatever property, whatever document that is mine, that is with you, hand it over to me. And by so and so date, tomorrow morning, you and your child, leave my house. I don't give me back my money, give me back my documents, call your parents, call your mom this night. I want to talk to your mom tonight. I'm not doing again. That wedding ceremony that you guys are trying to arrange, that white wedding, stuff at the registry, I don't want. I'm done. Everybody, pack you. I have nothing to do with you again. Go away. And she said, no, despite everything that I've been with you all these years, you don't throw me away like that. Go for it. No, you are not, no, you are going to take me like that. Oh, you want to Canada, right? So you can go and meet that girl. No, so that you will now run away, leave me, you will not throw me out of the house. It's what after everything that I've done for you, after all the suffering. And now you've blown. It's time for me to jog. Now you've blown. It's time for me to jog. And you want to leave me alone. Despite everything that I've been with you from day one, and the suffering and this and that. Now I want to jog, or you want to collect everything that I've been helping you to. All the money that is in my hands. Okay, call your mommy right now. She's with my money. Send those money back to me, and and then they begin to say, you owe my mommy, all this statement that spending made, that it was saying that she owe Wumi's mom owe some money. Okay, return back my money. I want my money back. I want my properties back. I want my all my funds that has been paid into that. I want everything back. I want everything. Go. I don't want to again. I was determined to let her to go that night. And this boy, no. That wedding ceremony, people of older sister that has come from the United States, I don't care. Either they come with 10 bags or 20 bags. I'm cutting connections with your family. I just came from London. I met a girl. She's giving me peace of mind. I don't want you again. And she was like, this one, if a snake cross, it must crawl with his shell. I will die here. We are going to die together. I'm telling you. We are not going. You are not going. And maybe she called her mom and like, this thing is getting serious. So he has made up his mind like never before.
The way you see the Wunmi, do you think Wunmi is somebody that we see trouble and we will now be calling somebody that I want to fight to? No. You see, this guy is like Yokozuna. You know Yokozuna in Yokozuna, bro. You see, this lady is like Andrew the Giant. The way he used to look at his voice, look at the voice. That fight that was going on that night. That voice will intimidate any man if you are not strong enough. I'm telling you. Wherever she goes, troubles follow with me there.
They said
trouble herself.
They said when they had according to what we heard, they said when they did the engagement that was pregnant.
Yes.
That she stripped herself and she was fighting around. That she broke bottle.
Yes, that's what they said now. But of course, we cannot even dispute that. Look at the nature. Look at this girl is violence personified. As in violence advancement. This girl. So if you are looking for a full package of violence, Omini. No.
And she knows how to manipulate. She's not intelligent. She's just she's
not intelligent but manipulative.
Yeah, she's just and she's deceptive. She took the man away. She took the man away from Mohbad. She took the strength away from him.
On him.
She took the confidence away. You can imagine Mohbad being on a radio session. And Mohbad was asking the presenter that, what do you think about me? Do you know the level that a man can assume, a guy, before he could be seeking validation on here, asking the presenter, what do you think about me? What do you think about me? Let's talk. See, if you're a musician and you are confident of your talent, and you have a backing that no matter what happens, I have my family behind me, I have my wife behind me, I have the grace of God behind me, I'm going to make this. A woman can take away your manhood, take it away from you, and you are going to begin to doubt yourself. Like, can I really do this? Can I really succeed? Can I really succeed in this venture? And if you see the fight that took place, if you clip when she was getting aggressive on Mohbad, and she was saying something like, is it this? When the person on the call was saying, what you are doing is not good, or and it's not good, she said, is it this one that she called like Mohbad, is it this one that this person that you think is a good person, do you think is a good person? See, is this person that you trust that is this one is it this person that is that you are putting your faith in, that you think is a
I look at the way Mohbad was even talking in that place.
Mohbad was talking like, if you look at Mohbad's clips, his clips and his videos, and even if you check his TikTok and his reels on Instagram and on TikTok, when Mohbad just before he got signed to Minor Record, and when he just got signed to Minor Record, when the goings were good, Mohbad had confidence. He was always smiling. He was just like a baby, like he's like a child. He was smiling. He was happy. He was, prancing around like a child. He sings. He's ready to. His songs were interesting. He was just happy and this and prancing. But he got to a point when there was a pause. I think that should be around February 2022, when he had the issue with. The problem started coming when he had the issue with when he started having issues with NDLE. And the NDLE saga, I don't really know what led to it, but I don't know. I think it led to some confrontation, physical confrontation.
Yeah. They said the NDLE, those people that call themselves the NDLE or they were the real NDLE. No, yes. I cannot even substantiate that. They said they came because they got the info that they were doing drugs.
Okay.
In Nyamali's house, and Nyamali was not around.
Yes.
And it was because of I think Missing Taliban was in Nyamali house. That Mohbad was not even at home. It was because of Adura. Adura was also there. That made Mohbad to rush down home.
Yes.
To see if he would be able to save Adura. That was when he was caught in the web.
Exactly. So he got to the house and he saw that he was trying to help Adura to get out of the situation, and even trying to help Zeno, because I think they apprehended Zeno and was trying to fight for Zeno before he got that gun boot on his head. And at that point, I think there was another case that happened when he was in the car, and I think maybe he had a fight. I think that was when I think that was after I think he had a fight, and then he went to the Malan house to fight. And as he was leaving, he was mentioning the names of those who betrayed him. So he was mentioning the names of those who betrayed him. So the point is, he lost himself at that point, because even the girl lost faith in Mohbad, that Mohbad can never make it in music. So she left Mohbad for some time. That was when she disappeared from Mohbad's life, and Mohbad sang peace. Mohbad sang peace. So she left him. Mohbad sang peace, and Mohbad was like, okay, in the song, he said something like, my wife, is it good that you left me? You thought I'm not going to make it. You left me smoking cigarettes with their bookies, and then you left me. So I think that was in reference to what was going on in the relationship then. So she left him, and then when he sang the song and he began making waves, she came back to his life. But at that point, she came back with a pregnancy. So the whole thing continued like that. Then I don't know why Mohbad accepted the pregnancy, but at the end of the day, it's like, I don't know, maybe he accepted it or not, but he sang The Weekend, and over the years, and then the next year, and then continued with something. But what I'm trying to make in this case is that she took away the confidence from him, and Mohbad had enough at some point. He had enough, because one of the reasons why he went to fight at the Malian record was when I think one of the managers of Mohbad, the former managers of Mohbad at Malian record, they jibed at Mohbad. They told him that he's being controlled by his girlfriend. So I think that was the reason why he went to fight. But that's true. So I think he was trying to, that night, I think he had enough. He has had enough of the girl. I think they have been fighting for some days before that night. That night was just the climax. So she wanted to let go. But I believe that fight that continued in the house was because Mohbad was ready to let go of her and the baby. He was angry and wanted to, and she saw that Mohbad was determined to save the relationship and to let her go. But she did something drastic. After all, there was a fight between him. That was, according to them, there was a confrontation between him and Prime Boy, so they can easily pledge it on Prime Boy. So that was what they were spending the whole Monday to scheme. They were scheming on how they can rope the murder of Mohbad on someone. That's why they first of all put out the case of the ear infection. And one of the things they know how to do is they know how to test the public opinion. When they test something and say that this is not going well, they quickly put something else to see if it gathers traction and takes acceptance. They understood that the ear infection narrative did not gather any acceptance. People begin to ask themselves, is it possible for human beings to die based on ear infection? Is it like a cancer? Even if it's cancer, at least it will be something that people have been hearing about for a very long time. Why is it that this guy is happy? He went to London, to do a show for some weeks, and even had some shows, and some music videos before he traveled to London without complaining of an ear infection, and then suddenly he dies of an ear infection. So that did not work out. So they had to bring up, the Naira Marley and Sam Larry, card, just like they actually know, because there's some clips and some videos of how Sam Larry was assaulting Mohbad. So they easily put it out. So the whole public anger can be on Naira Marley and Sam Larry at the end of the day. So it did not, it worked for some while because it distracted people's attention from her. And then when the police was about to make their report, then they put the whole thing on Prime Boy. And then Prime Boy cleared himself. And then because the time that Prime Boy cleared himself coincided with the time when all the information, insider information as regards Mohbad's death began to filter into the ears of Mohbad's dad. And Mohbad's dad began to understand that there is more to it than meet the eye. And the man decided to, and they're also trying to interface with the man to get him to come to the table to discuss and to compromise, just like they did with Tabosedi. But the man refused to compromise, so hence the need to blame the death of Mohbad on the father of the deceased, and to also try to wrap all forms of lies, around him, to make it seem as though he intentionally buried Mohbad alive by saying that he rushed to bury him, and then the person, the front, woman as usual, went under the freeze to, lay that blanket of lies against Mohbad, because she may not mention the name that this, but she suggested in a narrative that the man, she called the man for 8 hours. The man didn't pick up the call, and he just rushed to bury Mohbad in a shallow grave. That's what they're trying to make it seem, that his vengeance there, that trying to bury Mohbad in a shallow grave.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So, I mean, I want us to make this interactive.
Yeah, sorry, I went off a little bit. I want to do something. Okay.
Okay, so like they're trying to bury Mohbad. She created a narrative to make it seem as though Mohbad, that the father of Mohbad rushed to bury Mohbad in a shallow grave.
Yeah.
They're giving him a befitting burial, putting him in a morgue and stuff like that.
Of course, that was the plan.
Yeah, and that she intentionally rushed to bury Mohbad because he's interested in the properties of Mohbad. So he was glad.
I'm telling you.
Mohbad died. Thank God he has died. Okay. He's still breathing. He's not dead. Oh, he's not breathing. He's dead. Oh, let's go bury him like that. You see?
Hey, that's why God will never forgive those people.
Nah.
God cannot forgiveness has eluded them. There's no amount of prayer they can pray. They cannot be forgiven. No way. Did you forget about it?
He said, then she began to say, that is only the mother-in-law. Only the mother-in-law was interested in Liam. You see, they started emotionalizing the Liam issue. He did not even ask about Liam. He did not even ask about this. He didn't even ask if Liam has eaten. I mean, just imagine, like, oh my God. He did not even ask if Liam has eaten. He did not even carry Liam. It is the mother-in-law that was carrying Liam, feeding him. You know, she's the one coming to show concern and all those kind of emotion. You see, and she's even crying.
They wanted to destroy the man totally. They didn't want the world to accept that man at all.
Oh, they don't want it. And it was on that same Instagram that they were able to spread that lie against that man. So the lie went so far that Instagram, they have very low attention span. Once they see the face value of something, they don't really bother to investigate it. We have Twitter users. We ask questions. But most Nigerians, most of the dumb ones are always on Instagram, because Instagram is showbiz. It's about what you see and the nice shining things. It's not about any analysis or any intellectual or anything like cerebral. It's all about shows and enjoyment and spending of money and oblay and all the stuff like that. So that's what Instagram is about mostly. Although Instagram is also good for making money. If you're smart, you can make money on Instagram if you can give them what they want and get some Instagram money, or you can just like advertise your product on Instagram and get advertise and do some marketing. Aside that, Instagram is just it's also showbiz, because there are a lot of consumers on Instagram who consume show stuff on Instagram. So most of those Instagrammers have accepted whatever celebrities put. Everything goes far. You see, that's why you see people like that NGO guy. He does not all these things doing on TikTok. He does not do it on Instagram, because he knows that Instagrammers he has an issue on Instagram already. So he's trying to maintain his Instagram image. So he does not go to Instagram. He only goes to Instagram. Yeah, he only goes to Instagram to see. Yeah, he's trying to keep his image, because he feels he has a very clean slate on Instagram. So he's trying to keep it. But on TikTok, he's ready to mud his reputation, does not care. He's ready to roll in the mud, for some coins. He does not give it. That's why you see what he's doing on Instagram is different from what he's doing on TikTok. If he goes to talk about it, that's why he was doing J4M on TikTok. He does not, sometimes he does not switch on his Instagram, go on Instagram Live, because for the most part, even if he goes on Instagram Live, most of those people who are watching on Instagram are not as much as those people watching on TikTok. So the man, as the celebrities and those behind the lady, they have succeeded. To some extent, they've succeeded in denting the man's image. So whatever the man has to say will not hold water. That's what they've tried to do so far.
Yes, I believe Yomi is on a mission. I believe he was given that assignment to also come and demarket the man.
That's why I support what Mr. Big Shaq said. You see, some people, some enemies. You see, if in a military campaign, some enemies when you see some enemies in the battlefield, you capture them alive for interrogation. some enemies, when you see them on the battlefield, you have to shoot them. You don't have to bring them in, or you want to ask them, or you don't. No. Some enemies you can even you can capture them, put them in the you can feed them to the war is over, so they can return back to their side. But some enemies you do not even have to give them that opportunity to. You want to kill, or when you see them, you execute on sight, shoot at sight. You don't need to. Sight. I'm telling you. To right. So it's at sight. The NGO guy, what he's doing is going to achieve a lot of objectives through what he's doing. He's going to get connections. He's going to make money, and he's going to make. He's going to get political connection. He's going to make money, and he's also going to get some accolades that he was able to be, and it was an instrument that was used to derail the J4M movement and to make it a clown show. A movement as serious as this is going to make it like a clown. How do I call it? It's going to make it on serious. It's going to make it a foul. It's just like it's just like you are in the soccer way. When you're in the soccer way, you can't stay around the soccer way. You leave the place. So he's turning he wants to turn the whole thing to a soccer where people just it smells so bad. People just walk away.
Yes, so now
he keeps putting
out.
Tired.
I'm telling you.
So he keeps putting out.
I told somebody, and I said they are waging financial war against this justice. Because they really want to stress people out financially.
They want to stress. Okay, look at what Mubarak's mom said at some point in the beginning. I think that was last year. She said that, I think that was a leaked voice note where she expressed a dissatisfaction at the fact that Baba Mubarak, that J4M members, they are rich, they have money. And they have money, and they are behind Baba, and those people behind Baba, they are rich and they have money. So he said it from a point of worry that these people have money and they can bankroll whatever whatever thing Baba wants to, they can bankroll it. Yeah. So I think that was what got that Biodun to say, you know what? If they have money, then we can get their money. We can exploit
it.
We just pretend that we just pretend that we address about to speak, and he needs a lawyer, because if he speaks, some people are going to come against. They want to kill him and this and that. He's going to need a lawyer. He's going to need protection, police protection. So they're going to need 100. I think they need some money. I think 7 million or 14 million. I don't know what that guy said. He said they requested for some money to. Police protection. So at the end of the day, when everybody donates the money for the guy, the guy just takes the money, uses to fund his music business, everything goes quiet or runs out of the country, nothing happens at the end of the day. So that's what they're trying to do. So that's what she tried to do with that. So, you know what, we've already raised 7 million, remaining 7 million. So you guys travel your close to you can raise 7 million for that. So all these things is because we know Baba Mohbad to be able to raise 16 million for a private toxicology and autopsy test. Where can a carpenter find that? Even Baba Mohbad said that before Mohbad passed away, 200k or 500k has not passed the account. So where would you do the 16 million? Now, to hire the son, you need additional 15 million to hire his son. Where's he going to get the money? You see. So they were not expecting that man to raise that money to be able to get those, to have the resources to be able to get those machineries, to fight. It's just like country A with the arsenal and the fighter jets, and the guns and the bombs. They are fighting against a country that they think that this country does not have what it takes to get the necessary weapons to fight. And then suddenly the country begins to get support from some other country, and they're giving it the weapon. So the country A is bound to be, to panic. It's bound to panic. So they feel that they can crush Joseph Aloba under the overwhelming, financial and of course political. Let's not forget the political weight that they also have on the side, some of them. So they feel they can crush him under that weight, but the man was able to pull together, good people across the world, and to be able to get some resources to be able to fight his war. So they want to derail that source of support. So where the man is getting his support, they are trying to derail and destroy that base. What they are doing, they are using different kinds of ways to do it. They see that the man has public empathy and public sympathy, and they saw that it's like the public also loves Baba Mohbad because the man looks, the man he says the truth, and he has integrity, and he has the flesh of love. When you see him talk, people just fall in love with him. I like this man. I like the way he's talking. He's making a lot of sense, and people feel pity for him, and people also connect with his objectives. First of all, to find out what killed Mohbad, and to find out, and to also push a case for justice for him, to get the justice system to penalize those who were involved in his murder, directly or indirectly, and to also find out the paternity of the boy, of Liam. So this resonates with a lot of people. So what they're trying to do is, number one, they're trying to make people doubt the man's objective, to make it seem as though the man is doing it for his selfish interest and not for the people, but for his own selfish interest. To make him look like an ingrate, like somebody who's promiscuous, like a scoundrel, who is just, here to make a lot of noise and to make money. She made a statement, I think in one of our interviews, I think that was with Chewy. She said, Baba Mohbad gave 3 conditions for the DNA to be done. I don't know if you remember. She said the conditions that the man gave was that, thanks for the gift. She said the condition that the man gave was that once the DNA is done and it is positive, that she should not announce it to the public. I don't know if Agents is there.
Look at that reverse psychology.
Reverse psychology. She said.
Thank you, Director Debukola. Thank you.
She said the DNA. He said Mohbad gave 3 conditions. Number 1 was that you are not going to publish the result. That the man should not publish the result.
What does Baba Mohbad want to lose by giving you condition? Why? He's the one asking for something. Why would he give condition again? He's asking you. Have you ever? Why would somebody be asking you for a thing and will be attaching a condition to it? Does it really make sense? I don't understand how
this said that she should not release the result online. And that she should not arrest him.
Laugh 3 times.
That she should not arrest him. Baba said
I've never seen it.
Baba said Mohbad was born in the market. If this result comes out tonight, he's going to hit everybody. He's going to open his ring light and announce to the whole world.
God bless him, Pero.
Results.
That's why they are afraid of him.
The man said it. I'm going to announce it. That this is the result.
I'm telling you.
So it is hard that is requesting for those things. And if you can remember when that fake lawyer was there, the former one, that fake lawyer was there. The former lawyer was trying to enter into the conditions to try to tell Baba Mohbad that Baba Mohbad should not make the DNA issue public. He should make it private. And whatever result that comes out of the private DNA, Baba Mohbad should
quiet about it.
Yes.
And does not have the right to say anything about it. Even, they plan to bring it back compromised. And now they are putting Baba in the corner. They wanted to put Baba in the corner, not to say anything because they don't
not to say anything.
That would be only.
That is now they are the one.
God, we plan
now they are the now they are the one. They are the one now saying that it is Baba that is asking them not to put the result out on the internet because they now ask her why. She said because he knows that Mohbad is Liam is Mohbad's son now, but he just needed to make money to catch crows. So he does not want me to sue him. He also said that that the second condition was that she's not going to sue, that she must not sue him with the police, that for defamation of Liam and things like that. So you see the reverse psychology games that she's playing. And we're going to wonder in 2025 that how is it possible for a 25 or 20/26-year-old girl to play this kind of game? You know, you wonder yourself, is it possible?
Let me tell you something. I've told people that this whole saga of Mohbad's death and what happened after his killing is not a making of Wunmi Adebanjo. They've got some professionals. And let me tell you, Mohbad was not their first victim. People that are supporting Wunmi Adebanjo, they are professional killers. They know how to sweep it under the carpet. They know how to beat the law. They know how to put a round peg in a round hole. So what they plan all these gimmicks of Wunmi, is not the one taking them out. It's not the one narrating. It's not the one putting down the blueprint and everything. There are some people that were employed to be they are giving Wunmi. This is what you will see. This is how we will do it. This is what you must do. Don't do this. Don't do this. They will be thinking like this. This is how to corner them. They have everything planned out. Oh, it is not Wunmi. It is not Wunmi. Wunmi is a fool. Can't you see when they are interviewing Wunmi? Look at some things she will be saying.
Yeah.
There's something they will not ask her. Wunmi will just say it. That's why that to show you that Wunmi is shallow-minded. It does not have good IQ. Do you understand? She's shallow-minded.
Shallow-minded. Imagine I see it on live TV.
People are writing the script for her. All these Skimmmmm, some people are behind the scene that are working day and night to protect her. I'm telling you.
Yeah. And that's a shame. Imagine us saying on live TV that it was Baba that asked the nurse to go. Baba did not see the nurse face to face.
Have you?
The nurse, in fact, thank God that did not even come. The nurse also confirmed that she did not even see Baba face to face like this. She does not even know who Baba is. That she only knew Baba online. That this is the father of Mohbad. And it is the detractors that will be saying that Baba should have asked for the nurse. He should have tear the nurse clothes. What did you do to my son? The nurse that was not even there. He should have called for the nurse. Was it the nurse that Baba should hold responsible, or those in the house, especially the person that claimed to be his wife? And to ask her, what happened to my son? Only to get a response that Baba should go and do vengeance in the Ekiti state. And take Mohbad's cup to Ekiti state to go and do spiritual vengeance. Spiritual vengeance. And now we have vengeance on as a host. I don't now understand what's going on. So, a spiritual vengeance, is that a logical response from somebody who should be the who has the responsibility, who holds Mohbad a duty of care? Is that how it should be when the father of the deceased is asking what happened to my son, telling him to go and do spiritual vengeance in Ekiti state? It doesn't even make any sense. It makes no sense. And some people are picking up on that man. Because the man saw the boy a few days ago, hale and hearty. And then he came to the house a few days later, and then he saw his son, embalmed, dead. So how does that make sense? You want him to be looking for the nurse? If it was the nurse, or the activity of the nurse that led to the death of Mohbad, why are you telling the father to go and do spiritual vengeance in Ekiti state? And expect the father not to not to smell a rat. Because if it was actually the nurse or the anaphylaxis that led to his death, you will be forthright about it. You don't need to say the man should go and be doing spiritual vengeance.
I'm telling you.
But because now something is fishy.
What is the relationship between it and then go and do elogo? Go and do traditional
vengeance. Now we have vengeance on the host now. We don't know what vengeance is talking about. Is it the vengeance that is host on this one? Or Zambeto vengeance?
If you actually meet the people that killed him, why would you not say, That's the nurse. So
this exactly what happened, sir.
Let us arrest her.
Let's arrest her.
You said hello. That is what you call lower nini.
Yes. Okay, you said the man asked the nurse to go. Meanwhile, Baba came. Baba did not see the nurse. Nurse not see Baba. Okay, who asked the nurse to go before the Baba came? Was it not you? Because if it was the nurse that actually did it, if you meet a mad woman on the road and you want to collect a baby from the mad woman, you know go easy. You can't snatch a baby from a mad woman. A mad woman's baby, you can't snatch. Now, somebody comes to your house, you claim the person murdered your husband, and you allow the person to go. The father came, didn't see the nurse didn't even see the father, and then you are accusing the father that the father asked the nurse to go. And some people are still carrying it around the platform that Baba really is true. What one was saying, she's actually saying the truth. Let's not say because of all those things that we have been saying since morning, and let's examine what one said. It may be true that Baba asked the nurse to go. That was what they were saying before the nurse came on the coroner inquest. So that Baba, I did not even see the man. Baba did not ask me to go. I did not even see him face to face. So you can see the terrain that we are in. Enemies outside. Enemies inside.
Crocodile, do you know what? Another thing that amazes me so much about this whole story was the fact that if the nurse actually gave injection that resulted in the loss of life of Mohbad, the nurse will not leave that scene in one piece. For me, we will make sure that she dismembered that nurse. I'm telling you. Umi will dismember her. Oh my US Oto. Oh my USS Oto Koto the The nurse will not be in one piece. And now the nurse left that place in one piece. In one piece. You say your husband was ill and heady, jumping before the nurse came. That was what you say. You understand? That was what you told the world.
Yeah.
And it was immediately after the nurse came, injected Mohbad, that he took a downturn and he died. And yet you allowed the nurse to walk away.
And she's blaming the father that it was the father of the deceased that asked the nurse to leave. The father's psychology, what they are capable of doing, they project it on the innocent one. So the innocent one is going to take the blame for what they themselves did or what they are capable of doing.
Paracetamol and antitetanus. Kid Mohbad.
I don't understand.
As she was about giving the third one, that was when she noticed that goosebump, vomiting and whatever. You know how stupid they are. Instead of them to say Mohbad took don't let me, because they may be listening on the corridor.
They are always listening.
Yes, there was a drug that Mohbad, they could have said Mohbad took, and then now reacted with Ceftra, whatever. But where God wants to catch them and destroy them, is the fact that the Lord did not even inject the cetrazone before he said she noticed. So it means those people that are actually coaching them,
yes,
they are trying, but they are not perfect.
They are not. The pillar, the truth is just too overwhelming.
I'm telling you
that they can't patch. They can't. It's just like, like you said, a Yokozuna warrior trying to cover his whole body with a piece of leaf. How can you cover? Okay, like you're trying to hide an elephant with a leaf. It's impossible. The elephant is in the room, and there is no how you can ignore it. The doctor has made certain revelations that is enough for the police to say, okay, guys, everyone in the house, you guys, please, you have to report to the station.
Even Daosa, tell the same thing. when Mohbad was already smelling.
He was already smelling. It was at the second stage of death.
Stage 3 of death.
Yeah, the doctor even went for that. Mohbad was actually that's palomotis. Dark patches on the palm, dark patches on the foot. Dark patch on the foot. The teeth, the tongue has curled up, teeth gritted, lips sealed. The report, the eye is milky. That is, the eye is fixed and dilated. No sign of no pulse, cardiovascular pulse. No peripheral pulse.
They now poured cold water on him to make him look fresh.
She said they poured cold water on him to make him look fresh and to also conceal his core temperature.
Every we punish Wunmi If punish Wunmi Satan.
If Mohbad temperature could be, because Mohbad's temperature could be dictated upon his arrival at the hospital, being brought to the hospital. The doctor said Mohbad was BID. Wunmi was saying on the interview with is it TVC? Yeah, that Mohbad died 20 minutes after the hospital. That was like dead on arrival. But they said no. Mohbad was BID. 20 minutes after I go to the hospital. If Mohbad died 20 minutes after I go to the hospital, they will at least the water that is on the body has dried up. They will be able to dictate his core temperature.
That always made me laugh. That aspect where Wunmi said there was another nurse in the that slept overnight, and she was not doing like her hand like she was doing press up. That she press it, hoping that Mohbad will come back. Do you remember that interview where she mentioned there was another nurse with us overnight?
Sliver, Silver TV, àbí kí náà ti?
Silver bed.
Silver bed television, ibẹ̀ ló ti sọ yẹn.
General Tobishi, ẹ̀rọ ti bí Wunmi ṣe ṣọwọ́ pé ó pẹ̀sẹ̀.
Ó ṣọwọ́ bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn. Wunmi gan sọ pé if Wunmi is talking, because Wunmi ò coordinate àwọn ọ̀rẹ́ ẹ̀ ò bára wọn.
That was why I think that was that rabbit of a lawyer.
Àti tó bá gbé wọnú kíní kóòtù ló kù. Àti tó bá wọnú bọ́ọ̀sì ní kóòtù ló kù fẹ́.
I think that's why she sacked that rabbit of a lawyer, because that rabbit lawyer was just misleading her. And her friends were like, this guy is not, she's not advising you. Maybe that's why they sacked him. I don't understand. Because she has made a lot of blunders. Blatant blunders. Imagine she's saying that. Man, I can't fathom. I can't really. Imagine she's saying something like, Mohbad died 20 minutes after I got to the hospital.
We lost her. We lost him. 20 minutes.
20 minutes. And the doctor said, this guy was he was.
He said we try all we could.
We try, including press up.
She even said that the night that Mohbad got to the house after the show, Mohbad wanted to have an intimacy with her. She said it to clear all doubts that there was no fight. Everything was beautiful between us. That she was arguing with Mohbad because she does not like how Mohbad was fighting with Prime Boy at the show. So she felt bad about the celebrity, how they doing this. So you got back to the thing that you fought him, you broke his chain, and you called him all sorts of curse words names, curse names according to the driver. The driver was even angry. The driver said that even if you were in mobile shows, if you would beat you.
You will beat her very well.
What kind of anger? Okay, I fought with my guy. You want the verse pass? Even my guy said, "Well, for the fight." I don't understand.
The guy don't get beat now. It means the guy don't get beat. It means Mohbad was not at fault at all. It was Wunmi that was just intimidating Mohbad for no reason. That was the only thing that could.
Wunmi is a bully. Wunmi is a bully. He took advantage of Mohbad, used Mohbad, turned Mohbad to a dummy. The best, what Baba said, that they were giving Mohbad drug in Mohbad's food was not a lie.
Of course.
That was not a lie. When you look at Mohbad, because when you listen to some of his songs, Tony Omolile Lile, Kilo Fagegeti, and listening to his friend, Prime Boy, you know Mohbad is not too quiet. He's not a gentle person like that. At least he know what was doing and he know how to handle his life. But this lady came and just came sneakily with so many charms on Mohbad. Because when Mohbad moved out of that house, the first thing that I heard from the Malians angle was that when Mohbad was there in one room, this girl was sleeping in the same bed, and there was a sham under their bed.
Yes.
Confirm. There was a sham under their bed. What is that sham for? Naira Marley, I guess, they said, ask her that, why do you have charm under there? They say she was using it to protect Mohbad.
God of mercy.
From what? What are you protecting Mohbad? So from that place, and the major thing,
she was protecting
the
Mohbad.
major thing that Baba did not really look into when Mohbad moved out of that house was, and maybe Baba did not hear, was that the moment the money Mohbad was making, stop going to Cynthia mothers and sisters' accounts. Cynthia was the one that now said it is time to move out of here. You cannot wait here again. You have to move out and go and make your own money. Because immediately that money stopped dropping that. Is why you just find a way to make sure that that guy moved out of that house. There's nothing between Naira Marley and Mohbad that just happened. They have been living their life like that, and Mohbad already knew that after 2 months.
Yes, few months. About 3-4 months. Don't be so.
3 years of their contract, Mohbad already know. Even if Cynthia was not in Mohbad life, Mohbad will not do half of what he did to Naira Marley. Mohbad will leave Naira Marley peacefully. You see that in Mohbad, that he doesn't like trouble like that, and he want to do things accordingly. The mother said something and I pick it. When they were talking, Mohbad said, I only signed with my Oga for 3 years, and in the next 4 months, I'll be done. You will know that he's not ready to leave. Immediately, that money stopped going to that account, and this one cannot wait. Please. Push Mohbad out of that place, and everything scattered. This is a lady that already have a sham under a bed that a man sleep. This is a guy that was raised with the word of God, Bible. And one good thing is, Baba cannot go into that house and be checking under their bed. So she has that grip on Mohbad. Every time she's coming into that house with, she has 100% ability to use it on that guy. There was no mom, there was no father. The father is in Ikorodu. He only comes once in a while. So once you are coming with whatever charm you are coming with, you just meet that guy and you use it on him. By the time Mama Mohbad will come back to Mama Mohbad's life, Mohbad did not have a say where Wunmi is talking. So the problem had been there before Mama Mohbad came back. And Mama Mohbad being that person, I'm looking for a word to qualify Mama, being greedy, wants money, did not study, not even have the brain, did not have the spirit to look at what's the connection between these two people. And all bad came out and used an amount to say, someone is fighting your son. That either of the two, one person might be injured or death might occur. Because you don't want to step in as mom. If you even leave Mohbad for 15 years,
I want to put myself in the shoe. I left Mohbad for 15 years, and something happened. Mohbad remember and tell Abdullah that give me my mother's number. I want to call my mother. I want to forgive my mom. And the boy called me and come to look for me. And I step into the shoe of becoming Mohbad's mom. And someone from nowhere, this lady's family start telling me, "She be FG Mohbad sílẹ̀ tẹ́lẹ̀." Wọn ò ní jẹ́ tán. Wọn ò ní jẹ́ tán. Because you tell them, tí bá fi sílẹ̀ ẹ̀yin kọ́ lẹ bí now. Tọ́n bá tún ṣe ẹ̀ lè fẹ́. So we are going to like stand Amajowo Ṣòkòtò kan. That moment, tí ìyá Mohbad dé, there is a reason tí Mohbad fi pè yẹ́ ẹ̀ wá. There is a reason tí bàbá fi sọ pé jẹ́ ká gba ọmọ wa lọ́wọ́ ọmọdé Kẹ́mi ẹ̀ máa kìn. Everything has a reason. But who are they talking to? They are talking to Mama Mohbad that like money and be foolish to know the pain of the person making that money. Mama Mohbad is all about money. This lady study Mama Mohbad very well. I know that Baba is very hard nut. The way that man is quiet, the man is sensible. When people are talking that Baba said, I gave my son my glory. Baba did not say, I gave my son my glory. People don't get it. This lady went to an herbalist. This woman went to an herbalist and they told women that, Baba ọkọ ẹ̀ yìí dá o. Òun ló gbé ògo ẹ̀ fún ọmọ ẹ̀. This lady, this woman, was the one that went to tell Baba. Baba now said, when Wunmi told him, he now feel like, ibo ló wá di wádé. And it is the reason tí Baba wá sí yẹra fún pé eléyìí ti pọ̀ jù. Where did you go to? But tó bá fẹ́ sọ lọ sọ́pọ̀ sí wọn ní Baba sọ pé, Baba ò sọ pé òun gbógun fọ́mọ òun. Wunmi ló lọ wádìí nílé babaláwo tán ní ògo Baba. Ni Baba gbé fún Mohbad. Wunmi ló gbé story yẹn lọ bá Baba Mohbad. And when people are beginning to twist it and begin to say Baba said, Baba did not say that. Baba rí record yẹn níbi tí Baba ti ṣe interview yẹn. Ẹ máa gbọ́ dáadáa. Wunmi ló lọ ní babaláwo tó lọ wádìí tán ní ògo Baba ẹ̀ ni Baba ẹ̀ gbé fún. Wunmi ló wá padà bá Baba. Baba nígbà tó ń tiri tó ti ń ṣe wérewère yẹn, wọ́n ti rí pé ẹni tó jù wọ́n lọ ni ọmọ àwọn gbé ní Baba lè pè ya Mohbad. Tẹ́ bá gbọ́ kínní yẹn ẹ máa gbọ́ dáadáa. Baba kọ́ ló sọ pé òun gbogbo. Wunmi ló lọ ṣe ìwádìí nílé babaláwo tó gbé ọ̀rọ̀ yẹn wá Baba. Having said that, Baba wá pe ìyá pé ibi tá a wà yìí ọmọ yìí ó gbọ́n ta ò jẹ́ ká ṣiṣẹ́ pọ̀ ká mo bá ṣe máa gba Mohbad lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀. Ìyá lọ sọ fún Wunmi. Ìyá lọ sọ fún Wunmi. Bítọ́ àti Wunmi, àṣẹ ìyá Mohbad ti ń wá ojú Wunmi. Ó ti ń wá ojú Wunmi. Òfófó yẹn ló fi fa Wunmi mọ́ra. Wunmi wá bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí bá Baba jà. Wunmi yìí ó wá bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí bá Baba jà. Kò wá fẹ́ rí Baba nílé wọn mọ́. Ó wá fàyà Mohbad mọ́ra. Èló ló fi fàyà Mohbad mọ́ra? Ṣójú 10,000 naira lọ ni. Ṣójú 10,000 naira lọ ni pé ìyá Mohbad Wunmi ò ṣiṣẹ́. Tó bá wá tó ń lọ sọ́mọ ẹ̀ bá lówó tó fi Wunmi á tún fún 5,000 sí, á fún 10,000 sí. Ìyá Mohbad, ọmọ ṣe sọ pé ẹni tó bá sọ pé mo parọ́, kó pe ìyá Mohbad pé kó ju 500,000, kó jùlù kó dà sílẹ̀ lẹ́kọ̀ọ́ ní kó ṣàkókà tó bá ti mọyé ẹ̀. Ìyá Mohbad ò mọyé. Tó bá ṣáà ti kówó fún làbùlàbù yàlàyàlà báyìí la máa lọ. So, nǹkan tí 10,000, 5,000 yẹn ni ìyá Mohbad jókòó sí ìjọ tí wọ́n gbọ̀rọ̀ ẹnìkan ní kí ni ó ní tó bá lọ. Tó bá ti fún lówó mọ́tò tí Wunmi bá ṣe fún lówó, ó ti dọ́lọ́run ẹ̀. Ẹni tí ò fún ẹ lóúnjẹ. Ẹni méjì ló ti tọ ọ̀rọ̀ oúnjẹ pẹ̀lú Wunmi. Àwọn mẹ́ta, lifestyle, Zomo àti ìyá Mohbad. Àwọn mẹ́tẹ̀ẹ̀ta tí Wunmi bá rí wọn lórí ìjòkó báyìí tó bá wọ́jú wọ kíṣìn tó fẹ́ dáná, àdáná tí àdáná Mohbad á dẹ̀ fi kọ́kọ́rọ́ sílẹ̀ fún kíṣìn ẹ̀ àti àmú kọ́kọ́rọ́ lọ. Ọmọ ẹ wá sọ fún ẹ pé àwọn ní altercation. Wunmi àti Mohbad ní altercation. Ojú oṣù méjì tí Mohbad fi kú ní altercation yẹn tó fi sọ fún Mohbad pé òun lè poison Mohbad. Mohbad wá jẹun nílé mọ́.
òun ló fa story pé Mohbad lọ gba àwọn tó ẹni tó ń dáná ara Calabar. Ó wá sọ fún yẹ pé ebi ò nípa yín tẹ́ bá wá lé mi mọ́ mo ti gba kúùkù o. Ìrìn àjò tí Mohbad lọ tó fi wá kù yìí, ìrìn àjò tó lọ tó fi wá kù yìí, kó tó dé wọ́n ti lé Calabar kúùkù lọ. Wọ́n ti lé kúùkù lọ. Ṣé èyí tó lọ máa pọ́ìsì èèyàn? Àwọn aládùúrà ló ṣe Indomie. Ló ṣe Indomie wù mí ló sáàbù ẹ̀. Ṣé mọ nǹkan tó fi sí? The same Indomie tó aládùúrà ṣe àdúrà jẹ wù mí jẹ, Mohbad jẹ. Wọ́n ẹ̀ka gbogbo àwọn mẹ́tẹ̀ẹ̀ta ọjọ́ kú. Tó wá jẹ́ Mohbad nìkan ló gbọ̀run lọ. Ṣé ọlọ́mọ tó jẹ́ wù mí yìí? Mo ń wo bọ́lá ṣe máa ṣègbé ayé ẹ̀. Ọlọ́mọ tí general play nísìnyí, ẹ má jẹ́ kí n tàn yín tó bá ti gbọ́ báyìí. Ó máa kàn mí létí ni. Ó máa kàn mí létí because gbogbo ọ̀rọ̀ tó lọ sọ kiri. Ibo ni pathology sọ pé Mohbad kú slow. Ṣé bó ló mú ni ẹni yẹn sọ pé ó kú slow? Tí mo ń sọ bí lọ́jọ́ ìpín tó bá léèyàn kú slow, ó mean pé you have time to save this person. You have enough time to save this person from untimely death. Yes. Ṣé fọ́kàn dédé collapse tó kú? Ìtọ́ ló kú slow tẹ́lẹ̀ sọ fún ọlọ́sítù pé ó kàn dédé drop tó kú ni. Kí ló fi jọra? Kò ní heart attack náà. Kò ní heart attack, kò ní kúbú yóò ṣubú tí ò mọ nǹkan tó ń ṣe. Ó sùn sínú ilé ẹ̀, ó dẹ̀ ń kú wẹ́rẹ́wẹ́rẹ́. Ìwọ ìyàwó dẹ̀ lóhùn ṣe Indomie. Nìkan máa ń lòun rù ẹ kiri pé nǹkan tó ṣọkọ ẹ. Does that? Who does that? Oníyàwó ń ṣèyàwó, ó mẹ́pọ̀ fún ọlọ́bẹ̀. Òun rẹ̀ ló fojú rí yẹn tí ò dẹ̀ lè tọ́ sí ẹ ò lè rí ni. He said then they curse you. Because Ọlọ́run ti yọ nǹkan rere kúrò nínú ayé ẹ. Wickedness from nowhere. Bàbá kọ́ ló sọ pé ògo ni Mohbad náà. Wọ́n mi lọ́nà sí tó lọ ilé babaláwo tó lọ mú àdé òṣì tó ń sọ pé bàbá òun wà bí tóun lọ lẹ́ni. Wọ́n sọ fún un pé ògo yìí ni Mohbad ń lò. Pé ẹ try o pé nífẹ̀ẹ́ gan. Bàbá gbé sára. Wọ́n wá pé ìyá Mohbad wá sọ. Ìyá Mohbad wá lọ pàdé pọ̀ mọ́ òun. Bí gbogbo ara bọ́mbà tí Mohbad kú tó ń sọ pé òun dúpẹ́ pọ́n ní kò má ṣọ Mohbad wá tóun mú fún wọn. Káṣíá Mohbad.
She was even proud to talk about it. She was proud to talk about it.
Ó tún wá sí bíbá tó wá ń sọ pé òun dúpẹ́, ó tún sọ pé òun dúpẹ́. Ìyá Mohbad ni the most foolish human being tí mo rí láyé. Sorry to even you because mo ò rírú ẹ̀ rí. Ọmọ tó dẹ̀jẹ̀ lé lórí olódúpẹ́ pé I'm still looking forward to a day. Ọjọ́ tó máa wá sí life téèyàn máa lè bèrè lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀ kí ìgbà tẹ́tẹ́ lẹ dúpẹ́ pé bàbá ní kẹ́ má ṣọ Mohbad wá. Ẹ wá fún wọn ní fèkì. Kí ló dé tẹ́ ẹ mú tẹ́ fi ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀ kí làwọn nǹkan tẹ́ ẹ rí? She needs to explain that. She needs to explain it. Let me just mute my mic, Jare. Thank you, Crocodile. Let me mute and then let someone else talk.
That was a great submission. Thank you very much. Mrs. Falake, you want to say something?
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Okay, Turkey. General Vengeance. General Vengeance, I guess he's sleeping. Or he's all of a sudden.
Maybe he was dizzy. You can say something. Turkey 101, talk.
Turkey is receiving a call. I don't know, maybe some persons want to come up to talk. If moderator, you can bring some people up so they can have some discussion. You can join the talk.
Why is everywhere quiet?
I don't know. Maybe
General Avengers, play it now. Keep playing.
got some. Okay, I don't know. It's like it's off.
Okay, so that someone should give us some music.
Okay. Let me check if I still have some music. Okay, hold on.
She won't come overnight. Wanna get this loving every night. Can you just say I go take your side? Cause your body better, your phone from tonight. Give me that back, back. Give me that back. Shake it, coco. Give me that back, back. Chef, cut it down, come far. Give me that bum bum. Shake it, coco. Give me that bum bum. You must have more bad, you. You love it so much. I'm making money. I'm gonna go to London. Oh, this is what you about. You love it so much. Give me your phone. Always with my condom. Cause I did baby the bum. You need it, I'm gonna see you. I'm just a move. She does the pop it, pop it, pop it, pop it. Baby, rock it, rock it, rock it, rock it. Booty dance, be killing it. So this wine you be giving me. She made the bounce in a melody. She did feel my remedy. Give me that back, back. Give me that back. I shake it, coco. Give me that back, back. Chef, cut it down, come from. Give me that bum bum, give me that bum bum. I shake coco, I shake coco. Give me that bum bum, give me that bum bum. You must have more bad, you. You love it so much, you love it. I'm making money, I'm making money. From Lagos to London, oh, that's a good you about. You love it so much, you love it. Give me your phone, always with my condom. You can't be a veggie, but what long? Cause your body better, your pum pum tonight. Give me that bam bam, give me that bam. I shake it, coco. Give me that bam bam. Chef, cut it down, come from. Give me that bum bum, give me that bum bum. I shake coco, I shake coco. Give me that bum bum, give me that bum bum. You must have more bad, you. You love it so much, you love it so much. I'm making money, I'm making money. From Lagos to London, oh, that's a good you about. You love it so much, give me your phone. Always with my condom. You can't be a veggie, but what long? Make I show you what you like, but how we do things, how we party, how we rock it. Make I show you what you like, how we do things, how we party, how we rock it. Making money every weekend. So me, I know they see them, me, I know they see them. That love you want, I want go this up, go pop them. Making money every weekend. So me, I know they see them, I know see them. Me, I know they look good, you this. You think I ain't so enjoy. But you no worry, no worry. You know the body, no worry, no worry. It's only this you call it. Baby, you're back to do my fair fine. But you no worry, no worry. You know the body, no worry, no worry. It's only this you call it. Stop for my God, my fine. Marita be like you, Maria. I put on Joseph, I'm a bit strong. Marita be like you, Maria. I'm a devotion, I'm a shoe. You know, feel like Sha. I've had the past, yeah. You know, feel like Sha. I've had the past, yeah. I know you know that. So you know, feel share, me, I know money. Me, I know money. I know no mathematics. I know no mathematics. Mathematics, fish, we no get money. Now, Jack recipe. Making money every weekend. So me, I know the feeling. That love you. I want more than so go for them. Making money every weekend. So me, I know the feeling, my love. Me, I know the look good, you best. I think I need to go move back. But you worry, you want the bad, don't worry, don't worry. It's only this you call it. Baby, you're back to do my fair punish. But you worry, you want the bad, don't worry. It's only this you call it. Stop with my God, my fine. My baby, she look at me for my soul. Flying like a rocket. But now we never rest. Keep myself like the rest. Faster than the car. Move your back inside. Faster than the benzo. You will let so. My from the blood. I'm so bad. They won't say anything. They want to do your teacher. Before you run back, oh my God, oh my God. You know they will not look at you. Oh my God, oh my God. You will not look at her. Cause my mama be praying for me, say, never again. Oh my baby, shall you go there before my soul will let it cry. Waiting be this one like this. Been through many things, many cheese. I still find my peace. Oh, do like say me, I know this. Like say I know the year. This kind of person be this. Oh, you kids, be this one like this. Julius on the beat.
Crocodile. You know one thing about this voice recorder you are playing about Baba Mubad and this the whole thing. something. I listen to something now and I just laugh. You know, Baba said, Baba Gijẹ ọmọ tó máa ń sọ̀rọ̀ fáwọn.
Yes.
Pé ìgbà tó ń sọ̀rọ̀ ọba, àwọn sọ pé tọ́ba òun yẹn bá ń yọ ẹ́ lẹ́nu. Àwọn lọ́ba tí wọ́n ní Kòròdú, káwọn lọ bẹ ọba tí wọ́n sí Kòròdú pé.
Yes, ma'am.
The invitation that Baba got that time, that the police invited Baba that time, I think the intimidation is about to know what extent of what Mohbad already told his father.
Okay.
The extent of who the names that Mohbad have told or have mentioned to his father.
Okay.
That's what they want to really know at the depth of what the late Mohbad discussed with his father.
Yes, I agree.
They want to pick it out. Maybe everything he told his father already wrote there.
Yes.
Because Baba said something. Only
Yeah.
So the man thought that gbogbo kini ó ti wọ́n sí Baba. To me, some people are on this TikTok or social media saying, "Hey, Baba mọ nǹkan tó pọ̀ mọ́ ẹ."
Yes.
Baba sọ nǹkan tó pọ̀ mọ́ ẹ.
It's come and say it. It's a trap. It's actually a trap.
To me, let me just say this correctly. These people don't understand. What they don't understand is that you don't just come out and say something. Even after the DNA is conducted, Baba cannot come out and say and talk about my meaning.
Okay.
It's that I'm talking to the people that have the same mindset like mine. You don't expect Baba to just come and say DNA is conducted. It's not going to happen. Even if Baba asks me, as talk shit now, I say, my father said DNA, taking some bad, I'll tell him don't do that. Because there's a way that the law in every country works, especially Nigeria, where so many things that is at stake. If Baba really know, like I've been saying before now, that we are not lawyers. We are not Baba's lawyers. That Baba is going to tell us everything he saw in that house. 100%. Everything the boy told him before his demise. 100%. And everything his friend called Baba to let Baba know. He cannot come and tell us 100%. Okay. He will only mention few things. Not talking because logically we are not. Technically, we are not going to follow him to the court. We are not going to go to court to defend him.
Okay.
Whatever he knows, he will keep it, because this case is moving, and no matter as it's moving like a snail race now, definitely is going somewhere.
Yeah.
There are things I believe Baba will bring out as a shocking revelation to some people that he's not supposed to tell anybody. If you are here and think that nobody say kini Baba ma sọ pé kini ẹ gbàgbé gbogbo ẹni Baba ma lọ lò ní court. So we should not just say a máa ti ṣe kini tí ò bá ti jọun. If it's that easy, Elegushi name picture had been posted everywhere. I've been talking. People have been saying Elegushi Lolomo, Elegushi is Wumi's boyfriend. People have been saying this for going to 2 years, right?
Yes.
And Oba Elegushi, with the power conferred on him in Lagos State, I have not called Wumi and said, I don't know you, but since people are saying I'm the father of this young man, let me take this young man with me. We are going to go and conduct DNA so that will cleanse my name. This man have never said it.
I think what he said was that, according to what the lady, the Mrs. Yabo said, she said the Oba wants Baba to, first of all.
That's where I'm going.
It's just like you're playing chess.
For you
want to play.
For you, no. It's not about playing chess. You're not playing chess. You're not playing game. If Baba go and do that DNA around the time that fake lawyer was Baba's lawyer, oh my dear, he's going to come out positive, and there's nothing you can do about it. I remember I was telling maybe Mr. Aguresi, I said, Mr. Aguresi, why are we in a hurry? I told maybe Mr. Aguresi, I said, why? To me, I'm not in a hurry with this whole DNA. And they asked me why. I said, because Mr. Sashitu will still ask for it anyway in criminal court. We have to do the DNA to even first establish that but the wife did not have hand in the pie of this young man. We are in a hurry. We are on it too. And around the time this man we ask for it, if they need to do tissue-based DNA, we just have to keep our money handy, keep it ready, and any time they say go and do it, we take the sample to any country we want and go and do it.
That's correct.
So I was telling that person, I said, me, if you, from the beginning, the way I look at this case, I look at it like, okay, nobody is coming out to say what they know. For a reason best known to them, I don't want to blame anybody. But the only person I'm standing here to tell you I can blame is Mama Mohbad. Because in your man, in the eye, young black woman, a queen. Wafi aye tie, wafi aye gbe fun omo yen. As far as omo yen ti ku ko to de nule yen. Tí wọ́n dẹ̀ ń jà pé wọ́n fẹ́ mọ̀. Whatever you see, why can't you just say it? See, I'm right, you see the sorrow yen. Tí gbogbo wa dẹ̀ sì wá rí mi àmì sọ pé it's going to take us nothing less than 3 to 4 years on this case. So already, I bought a bag full of popcorn, take my seat, and say, "Bita majo jukosi la wine. Let us be patient."
I think it's because you see that impatience is because some actors have come online to make it seem as though we can get this justice, if not that quickly, if not that Baba is not doing what he's supposed to be doing, and this and this and that, and this and this and that. You see, we have some people on the other side of the world, they are saying Baba will not get justice. You know, those are the anti-justice camp. Then we have some who are pretending to be for justice, but are also offering a route that is going to nowhere by trying to say that we can get this justice as fast as as this and that, and we have to force the police.
Do you know that like my late mom used to say, my late mom would say, "Ariwo ọjà kọ́ ló wá wò, ẹni tó bá nájà ló máa kọjú sí." Human beings, we can say whatever we like with our mouth. When I was talking the other time to someone, I said something. I said, if it's that easy for Baba to get to the root of the whole issue between a month to 12 months, Yomi will not be here doing nothing and be collecting money. If it's that easy. Every power that Yomi have tried to break into to exactly work him about.
Yes.
Yomi was not successful in doing anything. You will see him on a good day where money is rolling in, you will say police is working. On a day that there was no money, everybody is frustrated. That's when you see the true color of Yomi telling you, police in Lagos say, you must get. That is the truth that I was just saying. So what I'm saying is that it is not easy. To the extent that someone said on all of their lines, all of their phone number, there was a lock on it. If anybody is trying to pull it to secretly do forensic, a full forensic on them, it will alarm them. And then someone say it.
How can you
Who did that?
pronounce a full forensic on, come online and begin to reveal details of a
That one is just baby. I'm not look at Yomi is just a rabble. I just hungry, just want to come and build another seat to sit and be making those that be gullible followers. So I don't care whatever is saying about that.
Yeah.
If it's easy to break what exactly is injustice for Mohbad, we won't be here. Police know what the necessary thing to do. Police is not doing it. And at the end of the day, when someone is calling you from governor's office, and when someone is calling you from the federal government, like Baba said, they reach out to him, what were they saying? What do they want? They're asking Baba Kilofe. Is that the law? And they just, okay, Baba alone, what is all on the television, put on fair phone forensic. Because they know what is in that phone forensic is bigger than what we are seeing on the ground. Someone said that Tabari àwọn tó kọ́kọ́ wọlé Mohbad wá láàárọ̀ ọjọ́ tí Mohbad kú. Kọ́ ní èèyàn kú lóru mọ́jú. The first set of people that came here, they were the ones that take the gadgets out. And I say gadget, the camera.
The CCTV. Wow.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni. Someone said the set of people that came to Mohbad house. I don't know, those are people that bá wọn palẹ̀ mọ́. And the thing is,
because Prime Boy said that the CCTV was working. That was why she quickly came online. That's one that nobody should give attention to what Prime Boy just said, that he's just hungry. And that she said he's going to favor our husband.
The thing is, Crocodile. Omowummi was going about around January and February, right? And Prime Boy, Naira Marley, Sam Larry, and Tunde Mohbad, former Mohbad manager, was cleared out of what key Mohbad. Some of them. But Omowummi told the whole world that Prime Boy was the one that fought with the husband last, that fight the husband, right?
Yes.
But when he was going around, he did not mention Prime Boy again. The only thing he said, I believe on Arise television, was that even now, they are not talking about the people that was bullying him.
Okay.
He did not mention Prime Boy again. Because if he go again and mention that Prime Boy into it,
I mean, like, that's 100% because Prime Boy actually made, I think he filed a particular case at the Corona Court that, to bring
Yomi back.
Yes, and the IPO. Because the IPO wanted to force Prime Boy to accept that he stabbed Mohbad.
The knives that he stabbed is
that he stabbed.
So what I'm saying is that we have all this one ahead of us, and someone will come and say, Baba, when you are in a hurry and when you are hungry, because of one updates you want from Baba, you are not getting. Go back home and sleep. From the beginning of the case of Mohbad, I've been saying something. And what I've been saying, I've not changed. I told myself, when I'm tired, I'm weary, or there's nothing to talk about, instead of saying something that I will regret later, I will go and relax, refresh, and then come back. This is a case that someone already died, and nobody is coming to tell us what by this person.
Yes.
The worst part is police is not even helping us to go and investigate, and we want already made answer. How does that work? It won't work.
It's not the same police that told the man when he was trying to forward the embalming case. It was the same police that told the man that what has happened.
No. That's when he wanted to go and get some authorization for private forensic.
Okay, private forensics. Okay. They told him that what has happened. He should forget about it. That couples fight. Couples fight.
The day I heard that, and I said, this case is already solved.
Yeah, because they didn't even mention it in their preliminary report that there was a fight between
this young lady and the man.
And Mohbad.
You already think that. You see, I told people, I say, when you are looking at crime, or you are thinking of committing a crime, don't think about that crime. Think about the aftermath. Aftermath of a crime is bigger than the real crime. Someone that takes gun and shoots someone, the person did not die. They treated the person, and they give you 15 years in prison. And you go to that prison, you start crying. Because you are going to be there, if not up to 15 years, at least 5 years. That thing that pushed you to shoot that person has taken 5 years away from your life.
Yes.
That you cannot regain. Aftermath of your action is really, 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 really important.
Very important.
When you are angry, take a minute to review your anger. If I'm being angry, justify whatever happened that you are reacting to. If it doesn't, wear your shoe, open your door, walk away. By the time you walk 2 miles, you will be able to know that you have prevented some certain thing.
Catastrophe.
When you are looking like, okay, I shouldn't be fair too. Like I said, I have an auntie. That my auntie is late now. When she was young, she had a boyfriend that she loved that man like anything. But when they want to marry her, they marry her to another person. Because she knew they want to marry her to someone, she quickly slept with her boyfriend and she became pregnant. Then she became pregnant. That boyfriend did not know she was pregnant. But because they married her to another man, and he told that man they married her to and tell the man that I'm pregnant for so person. The baby in me is for my boyfriend because I don't want to marry you.
Okay.
The man they married her to said, I will marry you and that pregnancy. But that my auntie was not happy in that place. After they were there, she gave birth to that baby, and she did not give birth to another baby in that house. She said she never loved that man. What happened was the man they married her to, she ran away with that baby. From that place, she ran from where I used to live in Akure, she ran to another city with that baby. After like 8 years, she came back with that baby. That baby was a boy. And she told her mom that this baby is not for the man that they married me to. This baby is for my boyfriend. And the boyfriend died even before the baby was born. So, the baby was taken to that man that owns the baby's family house. And the baby was looking exactly like the father. And my saying is that there are things they call conscience. When you are a woman or a man, you live in another person's house with another